Grab the clam. There you go.
19. As the hatch closes, you feel a thump on the side. You see the shadow of a shark moving towards you.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome everybody to Bounty Board. My name is Elliott, and I hope you're enjoying your evening. I'm joined by 4 of my friends here. Welcome, Caleb, top left.
Hey, I'm Caleb. I'm playing Hershey, a human bard.
We have James, top right.
Hi, I'm James. I'm playing Aeodin, the High Elf Fighter.
Yep, and we got Kris, bottom left.
I'm Kris. I'm playing Gulroc, the half-orc barbarian.
And David, bottom right.
Hey guys, I'm David. I'm playing Zagoria, the Air Genocide Rogue.
Yes, our intrepid band of adventurers. What happened last week? Do you guys remember? Just as a recap.
We fought some paintings, and then
With Zablob, as we broke through a door, and I broke through a door, got stuck in the door.
Oh yeah.
And then proceeded to move through the door to smash some paintings.
It was definitely a shining moment.
Yeah.
And I kept getting summoned to the Feywild, which is in-game version for. I kept disconnecting because
yeah,
internet sucked.
I thought you were about to tie that with your new teleport thing. But
no,
anyway,
that's awesome. I enjoy that much. I imagine though instead of like the Feywild, I'd probably go to like the fire plane.
Okay.
Like,
oh, good to know.
In and out of that. Yeah.
Making a mental note of that
Later.
one. So what really happened, just as a synopsis, was we were talking to the Stone of Galore, which, as you know, has been a key to finding the Vault of Dragons. And the dragons are the currency of Waterdeep. That's what they call their gold pieces, are dragons. So what you found out just over time is that there's over 500,000 dragons somewhere hidden underneath Waterdeep. And it's all embezzled gold. So gold that was basically taken from the people and just hidden away. So the Stone of Galore led you to the Mistress of Neverember. And wait, was it Neverwinter?
One or the other.
Yeah. Anyway, the Mistress happened to have no idea, but you kind of stumbled across the trap door right underneath her nose. So that's where we last left off. And you have Zablob with you, which, if you recall, may or may not work for the Purple Beholder that runs the city. So,
And he's a crazy bastard.
And he's very crazy. And extremely horny last time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I think he's settled down. He's kind of like breathing heavily right now. Well, gents, shall we go into the deep, dark depths? I'm not scared.
Are you sure?
No, I'll stay up here. I'll watch the entrance.
No, come with us. Come with us.
Okay.
So I'll open the hatch and jump in.
Okay. So as you, and I'm guessing everybody follows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So just to describe a little bit, the tunnel that you all enter down into is through a heavy stone trap door that descends, once you're through the threshold, 120 feet through a 20-foot wide corridor. So it's a very wide, gigantic tunnel. And it extends 120 feet and then another 60 feet after that. And you end up before a giant doorway.
Okay.
And here, give you a little visual. So knocking, nothing happens.
Are there any markings?
You see 3 big, empty, like spots to place something. It's kind of like indents in the giant wall before you. There's a giant slit in between these 2 heavy stone doors that it appears like they slide outward towards the opposing walls, but there's like 3 slots alongside the wall doors themselves.
Okay, and
Are
they're
like spherical slots, or
they're like giant squares, like you would set something inside of them.
And the doors pretty much extend to the same width of the tunnel?
Yeah, it's basically the entire wall is blocked by these 2 stone slab doors.
Well, I put the Kenku feathers in the one of the squares.
Wait, can we ask the stone right now? Anything?
Yeah, we haven't asked the stone yet. We should ask the stone many things. Like about that dragon.
We'll ask the stone if it knows anything about the situation here, or do you think that she just try a little bit harder first? How many questions do we get per day, by the way?
3 per day.
3 per day?
Mm-hmm.
No, let's ask.
Yeah, I think we should ask.
Asking about the pillars?
Who has it?
Slots, yeah.
I think Hershey is the one that's attuned to it.
Okay.
All right. We'll all join hands so we can all experience this together. All right. And she grasps the stone, and he starts just concentrating hard and trying to summon the spirit.
What do you want?
Hey, buddy. I was just wondering, what are these pillars here? What is the secret to this puzzle?
You are at the stone door to the Vault of Dragons. You require 3 keys. There are 4 options. And so at this, each of you, because you're holding hands, have like this intrepid sensation of what one of the keys are. So I'll ask each of you to roll a d6.
Okay.
6, 6, 2.
Wish I had that 6 for later.
We have 2 2s and 2
Yeah,
6s.
6, 6, 2, 2. So Zagoria gets the visual impression of a silvered warhammer.
Ooh.
Gulroc has the impression of sunlight. Just sunlight. Nothing specific about it. Aeodin has the impression of a cask of dwarven ale. This comes to mind. And Hershey imagines a bronze dragon scale.
Okay.
Well,
So
there's a brown dragon that's just off the coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just to reiterate, it's a silvered warhammer, a sunlight, a cask of dwarven ale, and a bronze dragon scale.
Cask of dwarven ale.
And you all share this visualization with each other.
I don't understand how I'm supposed to capture the sunlight and stick it into a pillar, but that's what I saw.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any dwarven breweries that we may have been to or might be in town.
We know Thorvin, right?
Well,
Yeah, he's an engineer though. I don't know if he... Maybe he
But I
can-
mean, he might know something.
Yeah. Yeah, the
So,
sunlight, that's difficult.
Yeah, you still have 2 questions to ask the stone, too.
Ask about the dragon guarding the dragons.
Or how to obtain each, like, the keys.
How do we obtain the keys? Be like broad?
That might work. I don't know.
I mean, because we could always ask it tomorrow. I mean, we're at an impasse, so it's not like we're... The only clock I can think of is the people trying to kill us.
All right. I guess we'll ask it that then.
Ask what?
Yeah, can you phrase it?
Is that what we're gonna ask? Yeah. Is everyone's in agreement?
Where it's at?
Yeah. Where are the keys at? Like, what do these images mean? Should we ask that instead?
Yeah. Some clarity.
No, that's just gonna say that, like...
Yeah, that's opening it up just to say nothing, basically. I think. I'd say, how do you obtain these keys?
How do you obtain the keys? Okay.
I think that's the best way to do it, but yeah.
Cool.
All right. That's where it is.
Okay.
All right. I start focusing on the stone again, whilst holding hands because we're friends.
That's what friends do.
Yeah. Then I asked the key, or I asked the stone, like, oh my gosh, where do we find the keys? Is that what we were going to ask, right? Oh my gosh, did I forget?
How do we obtain them?
How do we obtain the keys? Is what I meant to say.
Oh God, you're not so good with words.
Because of the vagueness of the question, it just
I knew.
represents the items, and it kind of like has this illusion of you placing the items inside of this empty hole in the wall. And you need 3 of 4. 3 of 4.
3 of the 4 items?
Yes.
I need 3, I'm assuming.
Ask it how we killed the dragon guard, and like if there's a secret to fighting this dragon that's guarding the treasure.
Alright. Once more. Yo, Stone. What is the secret to fighting this dragon? Is there any weakness?
Bring friends.
Knew it. It's so big. It's gonna be so big. Well, that was 3,
Guys,
right?
I don't know if we can do that. I don't have any friends.
We're your friends.
Yeah,
Sure.
what's her face? Jagger.
Just as a follow-up to the bringing friends, he also kind of like gives you the image that it doesn't have to be battle. It doesn't have to be battle. It can be diplomatic, if you're able to.
Diplomatic.
Do any of us speak Draconic? I know I don't. I don't think I
can
do.
barely speak.
The Stone of Galore goes dull in your hand. It will no longer respond to anything, at least until dawn the next day.
Yeah. All right. Well, I am still exhausted from our battle with these paintings. So, what time of day would it be at this point?
Zoblob kind of chimes in, and he has like a very specific memory. Well, it's about 7 p.m.
Okay.
I'm enjoying holding hands, by the way. This is nice. I don't get much human contact.
I'm only half human.
That's okay. I'm a rock gnome.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess we want to head back up the stairs then?
Yeah, this windmill was in the dock ward, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unlike the perimeter of the dockward.
Yeah, so maybe we could go to the Yawning Portal, so we don't have to go all the way north.
Yeah, we can at least get a cask of Dwarven Ale there, or at least...
Yeah. He'll have
Possibly, yeah, definitely.
He'll have a good lead.
Do you think we need specifics, or do you think it could be any of these? Like just a Silver Warhammer and a cask of ale?
Sure, man.
Silver Warhammer.
Man, a bronze dragon scale is going to be really hard to get.
Well, if we only need 3 of...
sunlight.
If we only need 3 out of 4, then yeah, we can just get the 3 easiest.
You do recall that there was a bronze dragon that was seen on the perimeter of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Maybe we can ask the people there, and maybe one of the scales came off and washed up on shore, or maybe they have some sort of information.
You also have access to like a submarine-ish.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, that's right.
We might need a little bit more gold though too to like acquire some of these items.
Yeah.
You are a little on the broke side.
Maybe we could make friends with the dragon, and he can be the friend we bring to confront the other dragon. They can hash it out.
But can we even communicate with him? Or her?
I'm just bringing it up as an option.
Yeah, we need someone
We have a scroll of dark vision. Maybe we could sell that.
True.
There's a wizard shop nearby the Trollskull Manor.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys never chose to introduce yourself to him, but he's there. The owner of it.
Well, I think at the very least we should head back to somewhere safe. But I just want to be sure that this place is kept secure, because as far as I know, we're the only ones who know where this entrance is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to be sure that we're not followed and that we keep this place as inconspicuous as possible.
Your secret's safe with me! Zoblob chimes in.
We have to kill the gnome.
What?
No.
He's kidding. Cool. So shall we Or should we just do a long rest here? I mean, it might not be comfortable, but...
How far? I mean, it shouldn't take too long to get back to Troll Skull. Oh, I mean, also, we could wait till night to make sure that no one sees us leave.
It's about twilight right now. The sun's going down.
I agree. Yeah, we need to leave here very, very inconspicuous.
I will leave it dark.
At night, those drows come out.
Oh, true.
And they're looking for us.
Alright, well...
I don't mind sleeping on the stone floor here. It's stone, right? It's a stone floor place.
Yeah, it's like a very smooth stone, too. And there's like dust and cobwebs.
So smooth.
I'd be fine to sleep here, honestly. I'd rather do that than risk us. I mean, we're going to have to leave eventually, though, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Alright, well...
It might be safer during the day.
Yeah, at least I guess we can protect it, make sure no one comes in at night. And then if, tomorrow we can leave and do our errands. So...
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Alright. Well, then let's rest.
So you're doing a long rest. Is anybody staying up, keeping watch? You're kind of in a long tunnel here.
I can do first or second watch. It doesn't matter.
We could just alternate every 2 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I only need 4. I only need to meditate.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so
then
I can take the last or first half.
Okay. Then I'll just go after you, I guess.
Okay, so I'll take first half. And I'll just kind of like be near the front entrance. And do I need to make a roll or anything?
No, for the most part, the night goes by without trouble. It's eerily quiet down in this giant tunnel shaft. Nobody really noticed you enter the windmill, much less leave the windmill. Everyone just kind of assumes that Kalain, who was the artist there, might have murdered you. It's not their business. So, but yeah, you all wake up refreshed as much as you could have been after sleeping on this rock floor.
Do we get the long rest thing?
Yeah, everybody can take a long rest.
Awesome. Oh, that feels very good.
I always forget that I have to like click my character in the game first.
Yeah, right.
There we go.
Let's continue to be paranoid. Zagoria. Sneak out the front door.
We gotta climb up the stairs first, don't we?
Oh, let's climb up the stairs.
Yeah, it's about a 180-foot walk back to the trapdoor that you entered from.
Can we cover up? Oh, when we go out, I want to is there any barrels or anything around the trapdoor?
There's a lot of debris, broken wood, a lot of old machinery from the sawmill.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put a bunch of that on top of the trapdoor to hide it.
Okay, you can seal it pretty well. It doesn't look as if there's a trapdoor at all. This looks like more trash and, like somebody was vagrantly sleeping there.
Oh,
and I make sure to grab the kangaroo feathers.
Oh, yes, for sure. Okay, so you guys are exiting back out into Waterdeep. It's probably early morning. I would say sunrise-ish.
Okay. Should we... Because I know I probably want to go talk to Durnan or Thordan, the dwarf. That's his name, right? Thordan?
Yeah, Thordan's back at home.
Yeah, so either those two, I think, might be able to give me a lead for my ale. My dwarven ale. Maybe we could all split up.
Thordan might be able to help with the Mithril Hammer too. I don't know. He's
true.
Here, he might know
what
it is and stuff like that.
Okay, so yeah, I'd be down to go back to Troll Skull.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to go Troll Skull first or Yawning?
Well, actually, we're here now. We could ask around about a dragon scale.
Yeah, we could
you are
get Yawning on the way north.
Ooh, Zoblob's a merchant. Zoblob, do you know anyone who knows where we could get a dragon scale?
Well, there's been rumors about that young bronze dragon that's scared the sailors and been causing a lot of trouble, I hear. I wasn't able to get any of my good shipments.
Okay.
What about a silver warhammer? Do you know anything about where we could get one of those?
I dabble in more of the arcane and trinketry, and I don't really deal with weapons.
Is it a silver hammer or a mithril hammer?
Silver warhammer, I thought.
Silver warhammer.
Yeah.
Okay. I wrote it down wrong.
Well,
Well, you're a gnome who likes to imbibe. Do you know of any good dwarven breweries?
Well, I'm more of the smoker rather than drinker.
Okay.
I can get you a keg of ganja.
A keg of ganja.
Okay.
All right.
Can I just hang out with you guys?
Maybe in
Moon
celebration.
Moon might know where to get some dwarven ale, or his other girly friend that he hangs out with all the time. Raynor, yeah, that person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Zablob, he's trying to, I don't know, either sneak back to his home or go somewhere else. Are you taking him with you, or?
Yeah, sure. If he'll join us.
Well, I guess we did start holding hands, so I think we're at second base now.
I don't know. I'd rather keep him as a supplier.
What do you mean? What am I supplying?
Good shit.
That good.
I would like to relocate, start fresh. After all, I do have kind of this bad rap, and you all have sworn to protect me, or so I think.
I would.
So
we could open up a dispensary in the Troll School.
Let's just say I might have friends that were in high places, and my life might be at risk, and you all are now my masters. Just to put it bluntly.
Oh, if they didn't have enough reasons to hate us.
Do you still have your shop, or?
Well, I'm supposed to be opening up pretty soon. However, I see probably a dozen customers a day. I don't think I'm going to be missed. However, and this is between you and I, my new friends, I was kind of a spy for other people. I was getting paid under the table. How else am I supposed to run a business?
I don't think of another way.
Wait.
You do what you gotta do.
Yes, well, the thing is, trinkets don't really sell well. I thought I could make a living selling, the purplest of purples. But no, everybody wants, criminal black market goods. What am I supposed to do, front these things?
Good.
Yeah, so it's up to you, I guess. If you need to return, you can. But you're welcome to come with us.
I feel in danger, and when I'm with you all, I feel safe.
All right. I cast Zone of Truth
Okay.
right now, and I just want to ask Zabla. I was like, "Who were you working for?"
Ooh, this feels nice. I was working for the Xanathar.
Okay, yeah, just making sure. And all right, but you're not working for the Xanathar anymore.
I do not want to work for the Xanathar.
Why?
Well, they're evil.
Which
Alright.
one of us is your favorite?
Aeodin.
Oh,
He's in a zone of truth.
Oh shit.
So yeah, just
Alright.
passing by Zoblobs, you see him kind of like close all the blinds and windows, and he locks the door, and he gives you like a wink. What's everybody's passive perception? Here, I have a button for it.
Ooh, nice.
So Zagoria definitely notices there might be some eyes that witness this.
what?
Is there anything you'd like to do?
Run.
Can I can't see who it was or anything.
No, your perception unfortunately isn't that high, but you do have like that sixth sense, like hair tingling feeling that somebody was watching.
Okay.
Spider senses are tingling.
I'll say, Zablob, is someone watching you? Has someone been following you?
Well, I feel like I'm always watched. That's why I'm kind of leaving this life behind. I know some back routes. We can vamonos.
Okay, I mean, we probably don't want to be followed or seen if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any disguises? And he kind of like ushers you all inside, and he mentions that there's like a back door, and he just makes a disguise for everybody. Is there anything in particular that you would like as your disguise?
I would love a beard, because I can't grow one.
He pulls out a marker, and he just markers your face. Yeah, and then he attaches some felt to your face. You look like a completely different person. Is the face structure.
Wonderful.
Can I be disguised as Hershey?
That's up to Hershey.
Only if I can be disguised as Gulroc.
Okay. So Hershey keeps the stilts on, and
I just keeps giving that extra height I need.
Yeah. And you start carrying Gulroc's club. Gulroc has like this little tiny loot in his hands. If you trust him with your loot, Hershey.
You have more than one, don't you?
I'll just like use my loot. I'll flip it the other way to make it look like a club, and then we could take a couple strings and have it go down his club, so it looks like it kind of like has some weird instrument.
Okay, so you just make it look as if it's a club, and your loot looks like a club. His club looks like a loot. It's it's very easy to tell the difference, but. You played the part. I
imagine that I'm also wearing like more frilly, like elegant clothing because that's what Hershey would probably wear. I don't know.
Yeah, Zablob kind of jumps up and puts a cape around your neck, so you have like this little purple cape. Zagoria, anything you want to look like?
Caleb's wearing.
I want to do the traditional glasses, nose, and mustache disguise.
And Zagoria has a disguise kit, so he's kind of been practicing in the black market realm. He's able to literally blend in with the crowd. Nobody really can even tell where Zagoria went. It's just like there's somebody else with your party now.
Who are you?
He looks like Gonzo with, like the nose and mustache, glasses.
Yeah.
So yeah, you all make your way, taking a roundabout path towards the Yawning Portal, if that's where you'd like to go.
Actually, real quick, could I pop into that bar across from Zablob's shop and I just want to inquire if there's any like famous dwarven brews or breweries?
I totally forgot about that place.
Yeah, I even have a name for it somewhere.
That's where we met Raynar, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you go knock into the...
kidnapped from. That's what it was.
There's an islet that opens up as you approach. You guys, what's the password?
Oh, I just had a question. I don't need to come in.
Okay. Is that your question?
No, I was just curious. I'm looking for a good dwarven brew. Somewhere I could get a cask, preferably.
Dwarven brew is quite fanciful. I'm afraid we don't really deal in that regard, but should you go to the more pricey places of the city, I'm sure you can find one.
Alright. Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
So it's the good shit.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty much
old.
Dwarvens are known for brewing the best beer, so it's probably going to cost you a pretty penny.
Craft shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that hoppy flavor. It's got that malt taste. Mm-hmm.
Good thing I speak Dwarven.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, well, I'm very multifaceted. Not just your regular, old show.
Well,
there is like a Dwarven section of Waterdeep if you'd like to head there.
Really? Is it on the way?
It's in the Castle Ward, kind of like the outskirts. It's basically where all the nobles go to get the best beer available.
Okay.
Let's head to the Yawning Portal first and check around the dock, see if we can find anything about this Dragon skill.
Yeah, if we don't have to fight that thing, that'd be cool.
Well, maybe something washed up on shore. Someone has something.
Yeah. Just asking people might be your best bet. So you make your way towards the Yawning Portal, taking a roundabout way. That sixth sense kind of goes away, but you're also under the impression that someone knows something they shouldn't. So you do make your way into the Yawning Portal. And you see, some familiar faces, as well as some unfamiliar ones.
Okay.
Anything in particular you all want to do?
I'm just gonna keep asking about this. I guess I'll ask Dernan, because he'd be the guy.
Hey, Aeodin, what can I do for you?
So, we're looking for a cask of dwarven ale. Is that something you might have? Is that some top shelves we could purchase from you?
To be completely honest with you, my friend, I don't really give my patrons the good shit. Now, I can special order that. I have the connections. It might come in a couple days.
I'd turn to the party. Do we have a couple days to spare while we look for these other items?
We might be able to get it quicker elsewhere.
Yeah, we might be able to go direct to the source, you know.
Shall I write up a rain check? I can get Bonnie over here.
Let's wait on that. We're gonna keep looking, but if need be, we'll come to you.
How much are you willing to procure that for us for?
Well, like, a barrel? Is that what you're asking for?
A cask.
I'm saying, like, how much would it cost?
Oh, for a cask? Which, I think a cask itself is like, you know, like a fraction of a barrel. It's about 100 gold.
Ooh, okay.
A cask or a flask?
A cask.
Kind of mini fist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like a party-sized cask. They can do keg stands on.
Yeah, cask stands. Okay. Alright, well that's good to know. We'll have that in mind. Thank you.
You can give me a taste once you get one, right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I was about to say something. Not.
Cat got your tongue, Bod.
Well,
Alright, you Bods are weird types.
For bod. Alright, well let's check around the docks then.
Alright, best of luck to
you
you.
want to talk to?
You do see Yagra in a heated conversation with an elf. And they look your way.
Gulroc.
See, I don't know if I'm in good favor with Yagra.
since I'm dressed like Gulroc right now, I'm just gonna walk over to Yagra, like like the hottest thing in town.
Alright. Oh, because you're dressed like him, yeah. So they give you a very strange look, but go ahead and do a deception check just to see what happens.
This is the best.
Bard, put your words to use.
You're good at this.
Where the heck did I? Oh my god. Ah! I don't know why it is.
One day he'll roll that persuasion roll or deception roll.
From the generic rolls, I removed that normal disadvantage deal, so it should be easier to use the macro. You roll a natural 1 plus 8.
And it's a 9, jeez.
The elf, he speaks up first. He notes, "So, Yagra, this is your friend you've been telling me about? The tall, lean orc that's been causing you trouble?" Yagra kind of, like, dusts herself off before, like, pushing you. "No, this ain't the one."
I guess seeing this, I'll walk over and like back Hershey up and be like, "How you doing, Yagra?"
Hershey, how are you?
Yeah, that's the one.
I just put a hand over Hershey's mouth. Mm-hmm. The big boys are talking right now.
So it's an embarrassing scene, but the other three, so Yagra, this elf, and Gulroc, kind of like pretend you're not there, Hershey. Yagra notes to her elven friend, "This is him, the one I've been telling you about." And she like does a fist in her hand type motion.
I go, "Oh, you've been talking to me? Or talking about me? That's so sweet. What have you been saying about me?"
Well, she's told me quite a few things. My name is
About
Davil.
my strength and my massive muscles and my really big club.
Well, she didn't tell me you were rude and you interrupted others when they spoke.
Sorry, it's just how I was raised. Put the club back.
My name is Davil Starsung, and it would be appreciated should you remember the name. Now, see, Ursel.
You say that name again.
Davil Starsung. Davil Starsung.
Starsung, okay.
You remember Ursel, don't you?
I think so.
You know, even in your pea-brain memory, you recall that this was the guy that threw your Griffin Club to the ground as the noble Gralhund Villa started to burst into flames. He was the one that was originally pestering the nobles for the stone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he kind of had to go into hiding. So Davil recalls. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Ursel was assassinated.
No, didn't know.
Great. So I am trying to raise a coup with the Zentarum. You see, there's a split between the factions.
Okay.
The Black Network, and that's basically the whole underground system of Waterdeep. The Black Network has a void in power, and we as the Zentarum are looking for the Dragon's Hoard. I'm sure you've heard of it, haven't you?
I'm not sure. What's a horde of like giant dragons?
And we can fight?
Sure, yes.
That sounds amazing.
Oh.
Davil's gonna do an insight and rolls a natural 20. I think you're quite aware of what I'm speaking of. Now, the Zentarum would like to take this gold and funnel it through the right means. I'm not sure if you know what the word laundering means.
Nope. That's a really big word.
Let's just say, should the gold fall into our hands, it will become legitimate gold. It won't be hidden or off the records no longer.
Okay. That sounds good.
Now, if you're interested, Yagra says you're somewhat trustworthy. Yagra's like shrugging at this point, like, yeah.
He's somewhat.
So, there's been a war in the streets lately, especially between the Xanathar and the Zentarum. Now, should you wear our colors and keep our methodology at heart, perhaps we can go into business together. We want to end the violence and restore peace to Waterdeep, but that also means that we have to use violence to get those means.
I'm really good at violence.
I can tell. And he kind of like grips your muscle. Just like in a...
check that out.
Yeah, he's reprising you, kind of like looking you over. Yes, I think he would do quite nicely, Yagra. He's got brains to match the brawn, too, I can tell.
Yeah, I do.
Biggest muscle in your body, I'm sure. Now...
I don't know, these are pretty big.
I'm also a magic user of sorts, so if you need anything in that regard, please do come see me. I have a room here at the Yawning Portal.
Oh, okay. Magic, that could be handy. I'm not good with magic.
We're also aware of where you live. You're not quite secret in that regard, so we'll keep in touch. I'll send you any mission briefings. They'll be on a scroll delivered by flying snakes.
Okay.
It's just our signature, that's all.
Okay. You should come to the tavern when we're open. We're going to have a special, I think, 1 for 2 or 2 for 1. Yeah, 1 for 2. 1 for 2. When we open. It'll be great.
Sure, I'll be there, at least in spirit. So Yagra kind of like ushers you away, and Hershey was standing there the whole time, like nodding. Was there anything you wanted to say, Hershey?
Boy, am I stupid.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
As I walk away, I kind of like shove Hershey over a little bit.
Hershey almost falls into the giant hole in the middle of the... but he's able to catch his fall. So you're all back over close to Durnan. Jalister's there too, Zagoria, if you wanted to talk to him. And you also see Maloon War Dragon in the corner. Maloon, as you all are aware, he's part of Force Grey.
Yeah, I forgot about that guy.
He's basically a mercenary faction. But they work in a lawful good manner, so they're kind of like looking out for Waterdeep itself, but at the same time making money through it. So
I was going to say we could hire them, but then you said that they're, for the benefit of Waterdeep, so maybe not.
Up to you. But yeah, there's plenty of faces in town. You see 3 strings in the corner. Bonnie's delivering hot buns to all the patrons and making sure everybody's drinks topped off.
What if we just created like a super friends to go help us kill this dragon? There's a party of like 20. We just get every NPC together.
Take as many as you want. You realize though that you'll have to tell them what's up. So
yeah.
Not if they all die.
You have to tell them, and they'll just not.
Yeah, no one will know afterwards.
Or we can just let Zagoria in, and he can just take it out one by one.
So Zoblob's getting drunk on one of the bar stools. Apparently he doesn't go out drinking with friends as often, even though none of you are drinking. He just kind of assumed that's what you go to bars for. I'll have another Perman.
Oh, all right, buddy. Maybe we should slow down.
Him up and start dragging him away from the bar.
Oh, no, you can't make me! Firebolt! He sends one at you.
Oh.
Can I catch it? Like just.
Yeah, make a dexterity check.
Do I get advantage on this because of my?
Do you have to be raging for that? That's just my one question.
Okay, you're right.
I don't know if you are. If you could check for me.
Oh, I don't think I. Maybe I got to figure out which one it is. I always forget. Danger sense. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
Okay, so yeah, you have that danger sense, and this would be, I think, an attack roll against you. But because it's kind of like a roleplay thing and he's drunk, let's just make that dexterity save with advantage. We'll go for it.
Oh, none of my shortcuts are coming up. Oh well.
Yeah, your character looks like an old version. I'll just re-drop you in. The one with the club. Now it should work.
There we go.
Yeah, same with Hershey's. I'll re-drop you in.
I was wondering.
You can tell because you didn't have your club and Hershey didn't have his guitar.
Hmm.
And yeah, I didn't alter the saves, so you should be able to click that save macro, and then
it was giving me weird. It wasn't working right.
It was giving you weird.
It was giving me. Weird.
Okay, I'm just gonna test, make sure it works, but we'll use yours. So yeah, without effort, you deflect it kind of, and your hand ricochets it up into one of the chandeliers, which luckily was already a light and a blaze, so it just kind of like bounces into one of the fire.
I grab him and I start like patting him and I'm like, there, it'll be okay. Just like, well,
Durden's giving you a side eye, like, get that monkey out of here.
Sorry about that, and I start walking out.
Can I have one to go, Pernin?
Pernin?
I just keep walking. I don't acknowledge it.
He doesn't acknowledge it either. So, are you all leaving?
Yes, we're like, so sorry. I'll throw him an extra gold. Just
okay.
Like, I'm sorry.
Do you not want to talk to Three Strings or?
Yeah, that's up to you.
Zagoria. Well, I guess we all don't have to leave.
Deal with this drunk gnome.
Maybe.
We'll say Aeodin and Gulroc escort him out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I'll go up to Maloon.
Yeah. How about Hershey go up to Three Strings and I'll go up to Jallister to see what we can find out.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know if I want to do that though.
No.
What does Hershey want to do?
I guess I'll talk to Three Strings.
Oh, okay.
This is a suggestion, not an order.
That's an order.
So Zagoria makes his way over to Jallister. He kind of gives you an approving, like, cup raise. My air genocide friend, what can I do for you?
Hey, I was wondering if you had any information on where I could obtain a silver warhammer.
Silvered warhammer? Don't seem like the type.
You know, I have a special client that is looking to procure such a thing, and he asked me to find it for him.
Now, I've seen quite a few smithies in the North Ward, and not that I'm aware of your location, but I hear that you're located near quite a few. And they're experts in their craft. And you recall that there's a fire and water genocide right outside of Trollskull Manor. They would likely be the best people to ask.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I'm sure you could find a weaponsmith or two. Perhaps there might be the Black Network. You could go to the marketplace. And should you go, make sure you keep your eyes out for good old Jallister.
Yeah? How so?
Well, if there's any information you think might serve the people of Waterdeep, the good people, you would likewise bring it to me.
Of course. Now you said the Black Network. How do you access that?
Well, every city has its shadow. I'm sure you can find it if you follow the right trail. If I were to give you that information, I might as well be throwing Waterdeep into chaos. But
Fair enough.
I'm sure if you talk to the Zentarum or the Xanathar themselves, they could introduce you to the right people.
Okay. I appreciate the information.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you further.
It's okay. I can follow this up. I appreciate it.
Very well. Well met, sir. And you guys part ways.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Aeodin, you're over by Maloon War Dragon.
Yeah, and what is this, a dragonborn?
Maloon, he's just a beefy human. And from what you remember just from conversations, he's the leader, or at least one of the captains of the Force Grey. He has a big, shiny blue axe strapped to his back. And he's kind of like glaring into the pit with, like, and eyes that are lost in thought.
I'll approach him and I'll say, I wonder what's down there myself. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to spook you.
It's quite alright, friend. I try not to think about the depths and the darkness.
Have you been down there?
One too many times, I'm afraid.
Really? And what have you seen?
Well, once in a while, a drunkard falls down into the depths below, and they hire people like me to bring their carcass back up. There's several...
You wouldn't want to go down there alone, is what you're saying.
Oh, never go down there alone. The darkness is not a friend to us of the light.
Can I try something?
Go for it.
Can I shoot a firebolt just down into the... I kind of just want to see the light, to just kind of see how far down it'll go.
You cock your bow, and then a nice bolt of fire strings into an arc down below, and it takes probably 6 seconds before it hits, even though you had a nice velocity going. You can't really...
It does hit, like, the bottom.
Yeah, there's like a little impact, but it's far enough away to where you don't really hear anything other than like a light tink.
And then do I see anything else around that?
Too far down to illuminate anything, but you can tell that there's a bottom to this pit.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if I'd be able to see if anything was like immediately in the bottom.
Yeah. Maloon kind of like jumps. He's like, warn a fella if you're gonna do something stupid.
Sorry, I frequently do that.
Yeah. Well, you best find people that, watch out for your own. If you're gonna be doing stupid things.
I didn't mean to startle. A question for you. You're a mercenary for hire, correct?
I'm a mercenary for Waterdeep. If you hire me, it best be in Waterdeep's best interests.
I see. And what is your rate?
I'm afraid it's out of your league.
Try me.
For a kill, probably 100 gold.
100 gold? Alright. What if you were to bring some friends of yours?
Well, that just goes up. Me personally, I'm probably the best. But friends of mine, probably 20 gold per.
Alright. Good to know.
But we try to limit ourselves to only helping Waterdeep. Now, you bring something of note, something of value to us. We'll help. Otherwise, you're wasting my time.
And I will waste it no longer. I appreciate it. Thank you for your information.
Okay. As you walk away, make a perception check.
Oh, okay. Perception.
9. You hear like a scratchy muttering, but other than that, you weren't able to make out any words.
I'll just keep walking.
Okay. So we pan over to Hershey, who is still in Gulroc attire, speaking with 3 strings. Who are you? I've never met you before in my life.
It's me, Hershey. I'm practicing for a role.
A roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called The Big Idiot.
Oh, so it's a comedy.
Oh, you know me. I'm just very diverse in all my antics. But I did come over for a reason. I wanted to ask you a question. Do you know of any Dragonkin bard songs? Or any songs for dragons or written by dragons?
Cool. He kind of like takes a minute to look, mentally as to his whole vocabulary of poems and songs, and he shares a couple with you. Is there anything in particular that you were interested in? Let's say he has like 3 options. One is like a history lesson. The other is a tale of like a knight versus a dragon, saving a princess. And then the last of which is like the bloody apocalypse of a dragon just like roaring fire throughout Waterdeep.
So a dragon and a princess. I guess I'll go with the first one.
Okay. So yeah, he shares it in its entirety, and we'll say this will be a performance check for you to see how well you memorize it. So if you click your character and then the skill, it should be a lot easier to...
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
So 20, yeah, you remember this quite well. Even the chord progression, it almost comes naturally. Like, you can even improv this a bit and still have the same story structure. And this was the Princess, Knight, and Dragon one, right?
I thought the first one was like the history.
Oh, okay. So you memorize this history lesson. It's a long list of like names as well as the black staves and how the two came together, and there's also some hints of the dragon staff, which was something you researched a little bit as to its origins, kind of like laid the groundwork for this story itself. So yeah, you come out of this conversation learning a new tale of sorts.
And is there anything like viable information that I could like think of, like anything from the song? Like about the staff, like is there anything like what is the origin? Like, do I get like a name or anything, or like any weirdness?
Well, you already found out the name of the staff, which is the dragon staff of Agarion, and it's AHGHAIRON, the dragon staff of Agarion. Yep, and
Aaron.
Aaron. And just as a recap, because we might have gone over this, the staff itself is what prevents dragons from entering Waterdeep. It kind of creates this veil that is kind of like a repellent for dragons. And
Dragon bubble.
Yeah, it's a big dragon bubble around the city. And it's somewhere here in Waterdeep. That's kind of where the story leaves off, is that the dragon staff is what prevents another apocalypse to happen.
Okay.
So 3 strings, after finishing this lesson with you, like, well, I'm glad you appreciated my tale. Now, is there anything you'd like to give me in return? Perhaps a song of your own, or some gold?
I'll throw him a gold. I'll just throw him a gold.
Okay. He like catches it with his hat and puts it on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your patronage. So Hershey, when are we gonna play together sometime?
Oh, we'll play soon. Sure, man.
Let's jam.
Yeah, let's jam back at my place. And he winks at you.
Well, yeah, you can go back to my place. I told you you should be playing over there. When I'm not there, you should be playing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, no offense, but you're not going to bring the crowd that Durnan does. The Yawning Portal is central to the city. This is where everybody meets and greets, and I've met quite a few funny, friendly, and fearsome faces.
Well, this is not really a bar. It's more of a club. We're trying to like build a bunch of hype to make everyone feel like it's super exclusive and that they want it. We're to overcharge the few people who come, and they'll tip you generously.
What's the size of this bar you speak of?
Oh, big enough, my friend. Big enough.
Big enough.
And we got a talking horse.
Wait, you're the ones that abducted Maxine?
We didn't abduct anyone. We simply offered Maxine some something she couldn't refuse, and we're giving her what she really wants. She's actually a more full and complete person because of it.
Sure. I've heard the Hoppers telling about how Maxine was coerced into working with some hoodlums. I had no idea it was you and your band of hoodlums.
Now see here, I didn't. Now, that's hurtful. You've known me a good long while, and I feel like our friendship is worth more than that.
I mean, we are kind of like accomplices in a way. We both work for the Hoppers.
Now we're accomplices.
We were acquaintances before that, Hershey. And you have the gall to call me your friend?
You have the gall to not call me your friend?
You had to think about it to pay me for that song. You had to think about it. I watched you ponder if you should give me a gold or not.
I just thought, I was thinking of what would be, if I could give you, how much gold should I give you? You asked for a gold, but
that's the problem.
I wanted to give you 10 gold at the start, but you said a gold, and I was like, oh, you must only think he wants one, so I gave you the one. That's how it works.
I'm mad at you.
Persuasion?
Sure, make a persuasion check.
I'm mad at you.
Oh my god.
11. So yeah.
Oh, the first one.
Oh, the first one of 19. Okay.
I didn't mean to click it twice.
You do sway him with your words, and he seems to subdue this rage that was boiling inside of him. Well, if Maxine is a part of your tavern, if you even call it that, I'll come visit, I'll come say hi. Perhaps I can be the guest star, maybe have a little time slot in the stage performance. When's the opening?
It's, very soon, less than a month. Probably a week from now, I think.
Okay, very well. Well, as you know, the Sea Maidens Fair is this weekend. Yeah, it's next week. Probably as soon as Sea Maidens Fair ends is when your tavern opens. And Three Strings just revealed that the Sea Maidens Fair is happening 2 days from now. It's this weekend. It starts.
A week and 2 days.
Yeah. Well, if you like, we can have a duet on stage.
I'd love that.
I bet you would. I'll carry you.
I'm just gonna let it go because I know I'm a bigger man than that. I internalize.
You're quite literally a bigger man. He's looking up at you this whole conversation.
I like just have Max still.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so you walk away and you're carefully placing each step, trying not to fall. And he picks up a 3-chord song again. So yeah, everybody talk to their friends at Yawning Portal. What would you like to do?
Check out the box, right?
I need to go back to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Buy
a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
Zoblob had burst in and into the loo. He's currently throwing up. You can hear his vomiting screeches echo throughout the Yawning Portal.
Screeches.
Oh man.
Let's go bring Zoblob home and put him down in a bed, and then let's go outside.
Put him down.
Yeah.
He's drunk.
Bake by time.
I see this reason why he only smokes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way out. Is there anywhere else you wanted to stop before going back home?
I was gonna ask, do we want to split up at this point? Because we want to check the blacksmith out. We probably should check out the docks.
Yeah, I mean,
the green druid place and see if I can find anything out about sunlight.
Ooh, good idea. I still need a second lead on some ale, and the only other dwarf I can think of is at Troll Skull.
Ragnar. Ragnar.
/Floon.
Ragnar, yeah.
Yeah. Those boys.
Okay, so it sounds as if we're going back to Troll Skull then.
Troll Skull.
Yeah.
Wait, so
did anybody else going somewhere else?
Yeah, I was suggesting if we wanted to split up and go to different things.
Well, the Emerald Enclave is...
the same block.
Yeah, they're all pretty close to each other.
Except the docks.
The docks are in the other direction, yeah.
What was that, the docks again?
The Bronze Dragon.
Yeah, more leads on that.
That's right. Well, we could hit that before we go, I guess, because we're here. I'm just nervous to split up in public because...
That makes sense.
You know, spies and shit.
Yeah. I was wondering.
Our tavern isn't exactly sneaky either.
Yeah, you've basically put out advertisements about it. Your names are literally listed on the flyer.
Fuck.
My name's on the tavern.
Gulroc's Tavern.
This is hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
And we need this money soon, guys, because the opening party is going to be so big. It's going to require funds.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just turn in the stone now and get 10,000 gold.
Gulroc, I don't understand why you don't want this is why I was making fun of you earlier.
I want people to like me. I don't want the city to hate me.
They'll love our parties. But anyways, let's go inside.
Yeah, just think of the party.
So
Put
we
the party first.
talk then. Okay. Well, okay.
And by party, I mean not us. I mean the party we're gonna throw, like our grand opening
Yep.
party.
Zoblob's like, party!
Yes.
Dwarven ale, open the door!
Do I have duct tape?
Yes, they're duct taping.
You want to
What's wrong?
gag his mouth? Gag his mouth.
All right. So docks, yeah.
Okay, we'll go to the docks first.
No, yeah. I honestly don't
It's fine.
know.
I talked to Floon, right?
We headed back to the tavern because
Yeah.
that's like a thing to do, like on the way back.
You do have a drunk Zoblob with you, and the idea was to put him to bed.
Yeah. I was
Yeah, okay,
Let's go
tavern
to
then.
bed.
Let's just go to the tavern.
Go tuck him in.
So yeah, walking through the Troll Skull Alley, you see the wizard shop of note, and it's right over here. There's a dragonborn of golden variety outside, kind of like dusting the bookshelves for used books. And you walk past. There's also a private investigator's place, which you recall was, of note. And nobody really wanted to inquire within. Froon is outside of his apartment. He's kind of like pacing about. Froon was your business rival. He was the tavern owner. And he notices you all.
Were-rats.
Yeah, he notices you all walk in. And he
No,
starts.
I wanna-
He starts
I
walking
wanna
your
hear-
way.
As I go in, but sneakily.
He starts coming over?
Yeah, he starts walking your way. He looks like he's trying to imagine something to say. He looks very anxious.
I want to death stare this person.
And I stand behind Aeodin and just cross my arms, looking like a tough guy. Just,
While holding.
Hail, friends, hail! You remember me? It's me, Froon.
who are you?
Froon.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, listen, my tavern, we're kind of going out of business, and I noticed you all were, opening. Maybe we could go into business together.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, that's so funny. Weren't you the person who sent a bunch of gigantic rats to sabotage us?
What? No, of course not.
Tone of truth.
Yeah, he's lying.
This is so useful. So then what does he say?
If he stops talking altogether.
Okay. So silence.
And then he steps
Have to offer us.
he steps backwards outside of the zone of truth, and now he's shouting at you. So, I heard you guys were opening soon. Can we go into business together?
Sorry, what? I can't hear you. Can you step forward a little bit? It's really hard to hear you.
He's kind of like finding his way outside of this big bubble in the middle of the road. He's now like pressed up against your Troll Skull Manor. He's like, so, how's it going, gentlemen?
I have no business with you.
Good.
I will just turn away. I'll walk inside the manor.
Well, look. Okay. I will hear him out trying to see what his proposal is.
Yeah, what could you possibly offer us?
I owe money, okay? I took out a loan, and now they're trying to collect. Istrid Horn is the woman I took money from, and she's part of the Zentarum. Maybe you've heard of them. They're kind of, one of the warring factions. So, they have a lot of people that have been approaching me and causing chaos. I need money, and I need it now. Or I need some savior. I need someone to help me. Or I'm gonna die. I don't want to die, okay?
Sounds like a personal problem if you ask.
It is a personal problem. That's why I'm coming to you.
You're telling us your problems, but you're not telling us what you can do for us and why we should give a shit.
Listen, you're opening soon. I am a business owner. I can help you guys succeed. I'll help you thrive.
How can you help us succeed? You couldn't help yourself succeed.
I didn't have money. That's the problem. I ran out of money.
That's the whole point of a business.
No one wants. No one wants to drink from a tavern that's served by were-rats.
Whose fault is that?
Obviously, they want to be served by horses.
I had a niche, okay? Yes, your talking horse has already stolen so much business from me. Nobody likes talking rats.
I could have told you, my friend.
Listen, I learned from my mistakes. If you need a manager, I'm good with money. Outside of, not having it.
Can I use the zone of truth? Because he stepped inside the zone of truth, and he is being truthful. He's a good businessman.
He reluctantly steps inside the zone of truth, and you notice that acknowledging that all of his experience has led up to this moment, he has had a successful run, but now he's in trouble with literally the black side of Waterdeep. They're kind of like collecting more than he owed them.
Well, how about this? Or is it just you that you're worried about?
I mean, they've already killed my family, so yes.
Okay, well then, how about this? How about we just disguise you, and you stay here until...
I don't know about that, letting him stay here.
Well, if he's just disguises himself as somebody else, and he's just always, witness protection program across the street.
Yeah, but,
And he never leaves the tavern basement until...
He's staying in our place for free?
So, here's the deal, guys. I have a 10-day before they collect. And by collect, I mean take everything I have left. 10-day. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a way you can help me, and I can scratch your back in return?
Okay.
How much are they coming to collect?
The loan was for 1,500.
Oh.
I know, it's a big number, and I have done nothing but wrong you since you got here. But we were rivals, okay? We're literally the same business, but you're better, okay? I'm saying it now, you're better.
Now you're trying to flatter us.
Okay, but you still
I don't want to.
What you could do.
He's in the zone of truth.
He is in the zone of truth.
Told us what you could do for us, though.
I will manage your money. I will be your manager. Literally,
That's literally what we need.
I can bring people.
Like that.
I can hire henchlings. You guys like were-rats? I know quite a few.
Okay, we all know it's cool to have a bar, but it's not cool to run a bar. Unless it's a little tight tiki bar off the beat. That's a different story. I would just say that we should consider this, is what I'm saying anyway.
Thank you.
I want to pull Hershey to the side and do the best whisper, look, I don't trust this guy as far as I can throw him, and we might have to work with this Antaran to get into this door, and they're already kind of wishy-washy on me in the first place. I don't know, go causing more trouble for them.
Well, let's try and clear it up so it'll be causing them less trouble, because we're going to be solving the problem.
And this is aside to Gulroc. You realize that from that conversation with Davil, that this might be the opposite side of the Zentarum. Because Davil had mentioned that there's a void of power, and Zentarum itself had split in two. He mentioned a name that you were not familiar with.
He did?
Yeah, Istrid Horn. Istrid Horn's the name he shared.
Okay, so this would not be the same people that we've been fighting.
Potentially, yeah.
Let's ask Emic if it's Horn that's the one that's doing this.
Well, Istrid Horn is the woman, and by golly, she looks more like a man. Just don't let her know I said that. She has been ruthless. She is heartless, vile, cruel, and she is taking every penny I have, even after I've paid what I owed.
Guys, listen to this guy. In the zone of truth of all places.
I'm on my hands, I'm begging my rivals.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Gulroc, what do you say?
No. I don't, I'll think about it, but I don't.
My life has a counter on it. I have 10 days to pay up, and I hope you think of me with pity. Because that's what I need right now. I need generous souls to help me in my time of need. And I would owe you my life if you help me in this time. There's literally no one else I can go to. The were-rats don't even trust me, and I've been paying them.
Oh.
Tough shit, and then I walk into the bar.
He just starts bawling inside the zone of truth.
Aw, Emic. What can we even do? Like, do we just have to talk to the Zentaro?
I mean, if you have the money lying around, other than that,
How long do you have?
10 day. A 10 day.
All right.
Which is 10 days, I don't know.
If we can do what we need to do in the next 10 days, we'll figure this out for you. But in good faith, you should start working at Troll Skull Manor.
I've already closed down my business. If you walk over here and you guys just kind of like get a glance of his boarded up walls and windows, Emic Froon has been out of business for a while now.
All right.
He's basically been waiting for you all to come back home. Just to like beg.
Yeah. All right, well, I don't know. Is Gulroc good? How mad will Gulroc be if I just let him come inside and start?
I won't let him in.
Oh,
Actually, I don't know. Am I with Aeodin right now? Like, is he inside too?
Yeah, I walked inside.
We'd be talking shit about Floon the whole time.
Yeah.
So Emic, he wraps things up with you, Hershey. He's just like, please keep me in mind, and he's like groveling at this point. And just like two rare rats kind of like pick him up off his feet and drag him back to his tavern. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you guys step inside Troll Skull Manor.
Did I see the Dragonkin?
He's right down the way. He's through this passage.
Yeah, I'd like to go talk to him real quick.
Does anybody else want to go with him? Zagoria's outside too.
Do we want to split up at this point?
I think you're muted, David.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll talk to this Dragonkin, and then we'll see what Aeodin and Gulroc are up to.
Cool.
Like, if you want to talk to the dwarf inside and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, stepping outside, let's see. You come across the Bookworms Treasure, a hanging sign says. The front of the bookstore is adorned with a charming sign of a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls. Inside, peering within, you see the shop is decorated with beautiful hardwood, and there's an earthy scent of old books that permeates the air. It's a library that fills 2 floors of a 3-story building, and it somehow seems to contain more shelves than the building should be able to hold. So you can tell there's some magic at work. The shop is managed by a short dragonborn of gold dragon ancestry, who introduces himself. Welcome, I'm Rishal the Page Turner.
Oh, hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm quite well. Is there anything I can get for you? I belong to the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors, so if you need anything mage-wise, I am the Dragonborn of Inquiry.
Yes, I was wondering, would you happen to know where one might get a bronze dragon scale?
A bronze dragon scale? Well, I appear there's a bronze dragon on the outskirts of the docks. I'm sure you've heard of the stories of him.
Yes, I have heard. I was wondering, how do you think we could convince him to part with the dragon scale?
Well, dragons are selfish creatures. Me being one. I'm sure if you could barter with him, maybe trade him something of note.
What do you think that dragon may like in, I'm very ignorant, I don't know, that's why I ask you.
I can't speak for all dragonkin, but I appreciate a good book.
Okay.
And let me guess, you so happen to sell these books?
I sell plethoras of book, any subject of note, and I have it noted in my scriptures here. What would you like to read?
Well, I was wondering, do you know anything about both dragons?
Some things, I suppose.
What? So basically, with the dragon, what? Like, would you be able to talk to him?
Dragons speak the common tongue. They're very intelligent creatures.
As I said, I'm very ignorant in dragons. I just want to know, could we go up to this dragon and there would be no issue? I understand he keeps attacking, but what would we need to do to at least start a conversation with the dragon?
Well, from what I understand, this dragon has been very curious in nature. He's been kind of depthsing into the deep depths and protecting his own horde outside the skirts of town. As you are aware, there's a veil that prevents dragons from entering, so I'm assuming he's just, set up shop, so to speak. He laughs at his own joke and gesturing at his own shop.
Okay. Well, that sounds pretty good. Do you have any books on the staff of Agahorn?
Oh, the staff of Agahoron! Yes, of course. And he escorts you inside, and you all kind of get that whiff of old book smell, fills your nostrils, and he leads you to a shelf titled Dragons and pulls out a book with a mage hand that he just casts a quick spell, and it kind of opens in front of you, and the pages turn. You inspect it, but he doesn't really give you a long look at it. He's kind of hoping you'll buy something, in a sense.
Do I get a sense that this book is something that would be useful?
It's very thorough in the knowledge of the dragon staff. There's not really any information that you would find interesting. It's more of a history of the staff, and it's where it's come from. And it kind of the story or poem that you just learned kind of sums it all up. And this is from you just skimming it. I'm sure you could glean something new from it.
Okay. How much is the book?
It's 30 gold pieces.
Well, have a good day there, sir.
No.
What? Well, please do come back. Especially when you're flush with gold.
Oh, well. Yes, I'll come back soon.
Damn bards and their peculiarness. What have you, Air Genocide?
Also, one last thing before we go. Is there anyone that... Oh, never mind. Dragons speak common, so I don't need someone who speaks dragon. Cool. Alright, thanks, man.
You're welcome. And you, friend, was there anything you needed?
No. I think I've seen what I need to see.
Before you go, you do recall that, and this is something Gulroc had mentioned, that you do have a scroll of dark vision.
Oh, that's right.
That's the one magic item you have. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think anybody wrote this down, but you defeated a wizard in the Xanathar hideout when you defeated that Mind Flayer. And you picked up a wizard's book from him, too.
Oh. Okay, maybe I'll show him the scroll of dark vision.
Uh-huh.
And say, would you be willing to pay anything for this?
Well, you see, I dabble in magic items and of the sort of scroll that this is procured, but as I was not the one who created it, I'll have to give you a fair price of maybe 15 gold pieces.
15 gold, huh?
You can see he sells similar scrolls for 25.
Figures. I think I'll hold on to it for now. I'll think about it.
Fair enough. Well, if you need anything similar, I have plenty of them. And just browsing his shelves of scrolls, he has Comprehend Languages, Detect Magic, Featherfall, Find Familiar, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, and Unseen Servant. And these are all spells that would be usable of someone of your experience level, so to speak.
You said, was it something about languages you said, right?
Comprehend Languages.
How about the Comprehend Languages scroll? What kind of languages does that allow me to understand?
Comprehend Languages is a ritual spell that will let you understand or read any language you so desire.
For how long?
I believe 10 minutes.
Oh.
Perhaps more.
And...
Oh, it lasts for an hour. I'm sorry, I was just checking my notes.
Okay.
That's the big
how much is that? How much would be one of those scrolls?
It's 25 gold pieces. You should know it takes 1 minute to read a page of text, and for the duration of 1 hour, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language. However, you will not be able to speak that same language.
Makes sense. Okay.
Might I suggest a trade?
A trade of my dark vision for that.
Yes.
Language?
Dark vision plus 5 gold pieces, and we'll call it even.
I think I'm just gonna buy the comprehend languages outright. How about that?
Fair enough. Okay, give me the gold.
Yeah. Okay. I hand him.
Okay.
I hand him 25 gold.
Yep. So mark that you've lost 25 gold pieces. You do realize that this is a scroll that either Hershey or Aeodin could use. You yourself have no magic innateness, so you wouldn't be able to use the scroll, so to speak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was actually a question I had, because I didn't know if non-casters could use scrolls.
Yeah, you have to be able to learn it in order to use it. So.
You mean
I
I
see.
can't use the scroll?
You are the least likely of all 4 of us. Zoblob could learn it.
I can't even read.
That one's wasted.
Yeah. It's also a ritual scroll. So technically, if anybody has a wizard book, you could write this in the wizard book. Although Zoblob's a wizard, you could give him the book.
Oh my god, Zablob is our walking wit spell list. This is amazing.
So wait, what? How does that work? If you put it in the book, what happens?
It's basically you inscribe this scroll into the wizard book, and you can call upon it as a ritual, and that costs 10 minutes in order to use a ritual spell. If you were to just cast it as an action, that would cost a spell slot, but if you want to cast it as a ritual, it's free, so no spell slot, but it takes an extra 10 minutes.
That's what my spells
Okay.
are.
If you put it in the book, you can use it as many times as you want instead of once, type of thing, or
Yeah.
okay.
Otherwise, it would be a one-time only thing.
And only wizards can use the book, or
Yeah, the book is for wizards only. Or if you pick up a feat. There's a feat for ritual casting.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can give it to Zablab.
Yeah. So we'll pan over to Trollskull Manor as you guys make your way back. What is Aeodin and Gulroc up to?
So I'd like to approach our dwarven friend. What's his face?
Orvin.
Oh, yes, there in the basement.
What good friends we are.
I'll follow.
And I just get I get chills remembering all the rats that were down here, and then the were-rats that were down here. Yeah. It's like very cautious as I walk down the stairs.
Ah, well met. I could see you're a little light on your feet. Trust me, I cleared out the rats long before you came down.
I appreciate that very much, Thorvin. How have you been? How is your work down here?
Quite nice, I would have to say. The Xanathar themselves didn't really treat me well, but, you all have been quite nice, and I am so glad you finally gotten refreshments upstairs. The ghost, he's quite friendly as well.
Oh, Livy's the best. So hospitable, even in death.
Yes, it took him a while to warm up to me. After all, he is a spectre.
Us too, don't take it personally.
He's quite cold still, I'm afraid.
Ha! That's funny.
Ah, I still got it.
I've got a question for you.
Certainly.
I'm looking to procure some dwarven ale. It's apparently quite pricey and would have to be on back order. I didn't know if you had any knowledge on where I could find some.
Oh, certainly. I have a couple cousins up in the North Ward. I'm sure we can get that arranged.
Brewers?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Dwarven
would be
ale?
wonderful.
That's my favorite.
Yes, could you take us there?
Certainly.
Excellent.
Should I just stop what I'm doing?
Well, first off, have you finished anything that might have asked you? Just want to know, curious.
Well, I did, dabble with that shackle you gave me for your club, and I'm afraid it's not quite up to par with something of a magic, sense of variance. But should you attach this to your club, and he hands it over, it's basically the same cuffs that were on the children that were down below. He kind of like melded and welded a couple sets together. So you would clasp it on one of your wrists and the other end to the club, and you could technically sling it. It would require a dexterity check if you wanted to do like an attack with reach.
Okay. Would
Just
the
the
club
children's
like
sadness.
have me go flying with it? Like
That's what the dexterity check would entail.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. That's awesome.
So if you remember that next time, we'll try to attempt it.
I'm gonna mark that down in my
So
inventory.
badass. Awesome.
But it does seem very flimsy, and you would probably need a good check in order to prevent it from breaking.
Okay.
And I also what?
Oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead. Yep.
no, you
please.
go ahead.
Oh, no, please.
I'm the polite one.
No, okay. All right. Well, I was just going to say, if you're not in the middle of something and you wouldn't mind, we would love to get a little tipsy.
So let me get this straight. You want me to pause my work in order to get dwarven ale?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all you had to say. Let's go.
I whispered to and do we have enough money for this? Like, well, we need money.
Hopefully they have a friends and family discount. How much did Dernan say it was? Like
100 flat for
I have
ask.
60 gold.
Okay, and with a party we have 67. So
I have 64 gold.
I have 8.
Okay. Well, yeah, if we could dip into those funds, I mean, I don't know how else we could get this. So, well, let's see how much it is. If it's more expensive, we'll just go to Dernan. We have to wait. Maybe you could talk them into, giving us a discount, possibly. Maybe I don't know.
Is there as we go to the Northern Ward? I just want to know: is the Druid place that I've been to, is that on the way? I forgot where it was.
Yeah, it's maybe like a couple 100 yards from Trollskull Manor. It's not as far as Yawning Portal, for example, but it would be in the same area as the dwarven bar that Thorvin's about to take.
All right. Well, I'll say to Eowyn, like, when we get there, I'm gonna go ahead and split off and talk to my. What are they even called? It's like Green Watch or something.
Druids of the Enclave or something?
I'll just say, once we get over there, I'm gonna go speak to my tree hugging friends real quick. So.
No problem. Yeah, we can handle it.
Certainly. And Thorvin chimes in. I hope you guys are paying for my drink. A cask ain't that expensive if you get the right stuff.
We're hoping it's not expensive. That's what we're looking for.
Well, if you go to any market in the Northward, you can get a cask for about 10 gold pieces.
Are you shitting me, dude?
Well, it depends on
Really?
the quality you want. Like, do you want the good shit? Or do you want, the shit that tastes okay? You like the sour stuff?
That feeling
Whatever's
goes through
cheapest,
same-
I
I
guess.
think 10 gold sounds about right.
Yeah. I'd be willing to spend 10 gold. Whatever quality that is, 10 gold
Yeah,
is.
my cousins make the best cask, and I'm sure I could even talk them down if you like.
That sounds perfect.
Maybe we could buy some for the tavern and sell it for the tavern.
Oh, I'd love you dearly for that, friend.
Dude, if we can get dwarven suppliers, everyone will come to our place.
Good thinking.
Yeah, definitely. Anything else you want to do while you're in the tavern? You notice upstairs is Maxine, and there's Floon, as well as Raynar. You might hear a voice or two, like walking on the foot forwards above the.
I can't think of anything.
Okay, well, we'll take our break pretty soon
Out
here.
of it.
When we get out of there, I think we just needed to talk to the boys about that hammer.
Yo, what's up, dudes? Where we headed tonight? Floon.
Is
That's
that
Floon.
Floon?
Yeah, Floon's walking in.
You want to come get some dwarven ale with us?
No, he doesn't. Let's go.
Well, not to brag, but I got a broad upstairs.
Oh boy.
Brought more people into our tavern without asking.
Just a lady friend. What, I can't get my freak on while I'm working for you?
In the tavern.
I just shake my head and start walking away from this fucking guy.
Look, guys, I'm prepped for our grand opening.
I just walk over to him and pat him on the shoulder and was like, "Don't worry, he's not mad. He's just disappointed."
Liv kind of like
also walk away.
Liv pokes his head through one of his portraits and he's like, "Ooh, burn."
Give him one more pat and then I walk away.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and take our break. We shall be back shortly, everyone. So in Troll Skull Alley, we are gonna go approach our friends. Does anybody remember their names?
Emmerich and Avi.
Yep, Embrick and Avi.
I
So,
totally didn't just read the text on the token.
walking up, Hershey and Zagoria, you hear the loud thumps of hammer on anvil, approaching Embrick, who's lashing out flames of anger and his creative passion as he's throwing each hammer strike into the sword that he's working on. And Avi over there is kind of like pouring a glass of water for him. The passive, the bottom of the couple, if you will. So what do you say as you approach?
Hello.
Oh, it's our neighbors, Avi. Welcome. Zagoria, I presume. And he does this symbol with his hands, forms a circle. Do you do it back?
Sure.
Okay. Yes, the genocide is with us all. What can I do for you, friend? Oh, and you brought your handsome bard friend as well. Hello.
Indeed.
Well, I don't know about handsome, but
Oh.
yeah.
Aren't you a Hershey's kiss of white chocolate?
Oh, baby.
Abby is kind of like putting a hand on her shoulder, like, easy?
Hmm?
It's a gay couple, if you couldn't tell.
Oh,
I think we've been over this, yeah.
We already established that.
Yeah, they're very gay. So what would you like to say?
We are looking to acquire a silver warhammer. Would you have any knowledge about such a thing?
A silver warhammer? Well, my dear air genocide kiss of love, I do not have one on me. However, I'd be happy to put a work order in. Maybe I can get that out in the next few days.
Okay, few days. How much would that cost?
Well, silvered warhammer. Let me check my notes. And he starts rummaging through like a crate of different like recipes and such. I certainly have the materials. To make one, however, and this is me actually looking it up. I also should get some music going for you. Oh, let's see. A single weapon would cost you about 100 gold pieces.
100 gold.
Single silvered weapon. Now, these are very, very lofty weapons. They're very resilient, and you could use them to, take on some lycanthropes, should that be your quarry.
Okay.
Is there anything we could do instead of buying it?
You want to rent a warhammer?
No, I mean, is there anything that you need doing that would be worth a silver warhammer?
Well, I've been trying to convince Abby here to have a threesome. Say, Zagoria, would you like to... We could do all the elements.
Team.
That's all it is, Zagoria.
And then I'll have my warhammer.
And then you'll have a warhammer, yeah?
I'll hammer you. That's for sure.
Do it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me just reiterate, this would be for fun, and I'm all on board, but should you actually require a silver warhammer, that's going to come out of your wallet.
Oh, well, that's you didn't even answer our question, then you just made a weird, unnecessary remark.
To be honest, I wasn't expecting a yes, and looking over my shoulder at my husband, Avi, not into the idea at all.
We'll just chalk that up as a joke.
Avi has basically picked up a hammer and starts smacking it on the anvil while listening in on the conversation.
Oh, wow. Well, is there? So there. I'm guessing there's nothing then.
Nothing? I could get to work on this right away, should you require a rush order of sorts.
Oh, you're saying you only want gold, no errands.
I'm running a business.
That's. I was just trying to make sure. Sometimes people. I've been around this town for a little bit now, and everyone seems to want people to do something around here. Sorry.
Well, there might be something. Should you acquire some materials I've been interested in?
What are you looking for?
Well, a meteorite. I don't suppose you've seen one. Just imagine the things you can make with space metal.
Sounds pretty cool.
That would be very cool.
Tell you what, if you find a meteorite, I will make anything and everything for you.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Anyways.
Now, would you like me to make this warhammer for you?
Let me pull Hershey aside or do, just me and Hershey talking and be like, are we gonna be able to pay him 100 gold? You don't really have much money.
I mean, how much do you have? I don't have 100 gold.
I only have 27 gold now that I bought this scroll.
Yeah, so we can't even offer it.
Right.
Well, if we come across a meteorite and meteorites are worth less than silver warhammers, then I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Otherwise, I guess we can't, contract him to do that right now. We don't have the gold unless we presume we'll have the gold when he's done, or if he's asking for a payment. Then, if he's asking for upfront, then we can't.
Yeah, if he can get us the warhammer and we can just lie to him, then that might be the best course of action.
Maybe find a stone and make it that maybe looks like a meteorite.
Okay, yeah. I mean, what does this guy know about meteorites? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I don't know.
Who's he to
Seems
say?
like a curious type, though, so maybe.
It's like, I've never seen a meteorite. Have you ever seen a meteorite?
No.
See, what's his baseline? Who knows? Maybe iron is just like meteorite.
Well, I mean, I think you'd be familiar with iron being a blacksmith.
I mean, we're the meteorite experts here. We're the ones who found this falling from the sky.
We also have 67 gold in the party.
True, but you guys might be needing that for...
The ale was like 10 gold.
Okay. It's still not enough, even if I had my own gold and the party's gold.
Maybe we could rent a silver warhammer from somebody. Because we just need it to open the door. We don't really need it forever. Because none of us... Gulroc might want a silver warhammer, though.
Pretty cool.
But
pretty cool.
I'm not there.
Maybe that's what Gulroc would need to buy it if you wanted to buy it.
I have 8 gold.
Well, you're also aware you only need 3 of 4 keys. So this is one of the potential 4. So...
Right. Okay,
It's up to you, Zagoria. You decide.
Now, if you'd like to make a deposit, I'm sure we can arrange something. And I'm not talking of the sexual deposit kind. And
That was the next question.
Yep. He kind of elbows Abby a bit, who's not having it. I want a divorce.
Sure? Okay, so meteorite.
What a divorce.
No, a meteorite. I'm assuming they're black in nature, and I think I would be able to tell the difference. I kind of work with metals all my days. Minerals.
Okay. How about this? I'll be on the lookout for a meteorite, and I'll come back if I find it.
Certainly. Well, I suppose I can get started on this warhammer. I'm sure I could sell it to any buyers should you not pull through for me. Of course, I'm not doubting you. After all, genocide. He starts throwing up gang signs and stuff. Ava is just putting his hands down. Please stop. You're embarrassing.
Alright, well, looks like we got ourselves, cool. We know where a silver warhammer is now, at least.
And how much it costs, yeah.
Well, come back later for the threesome.
We already know you're not serious about it. The joke doesn't work anymore.
I'm serious about it. You gotta convince Avi.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go up to Avi and I'm gonna use persuasion. I'm gonna try to persuade her.
Well,
They're not doing this for the hammer, though.
Yeah, they're doing it for fun.
They're more interested in Zagoria. They don't really want a human on stilts.
I'm gonna try and persuade them.
What's wrong with human?
I don't prefer white meat. No offense.
None taken.
We all have our tastes.
I hate white meat.
So you approach Avi. What are you saying to him?
I'm saying it's like, look at Zagoria. Fine specimen of genocide, of course. Would it not be just anybody be, you know, who says it's all going to be Embrick, huh? It could be with you and Zagoria. Zagoria and Avi. You know, it sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah.
I'll admit your friend is quite attractive, but I believe in the traditions of marriage. I've bound myself to this hot-blooded boy for the rest of my life, and I would not saunter that with some air genocide blood.
Mm-hmm.
So he's racist.
Well, I'm just
So
saying.
he's just monogamous.
He's monogamous, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Embrick's like, come on, baby, let's try something new. Let's heat up this furnace.
Yeah, you know, the water, fire, air, all that together, you know, makes it all.
Captain
Very
Planet.
skinny.
Yeah. Yeah, let's make some Captain Planet later.
The wind will make Embrick glow brighter, and then I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Then the water can put it back
Persuasion
out.
didn't work then.
I mean-
sweating.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
All right, well, enough of our. I'm just trying to call Embrick on his bluff. He seems like he's just flippantly throwing that out there.
Listen, I'll meet you afterwards. You and I can parade through the streets together. Avi, on the other hand, doesn't want any part of it. Maybe if you find a third, I'll join in.
Oh, okay. And then you'll give us the Warhammer for free?
Again, this is for personal
Fine. For fun.
endeavors,
Yeah, I
yes.
get it now. Okay. All right. Well, see you later, guys.
I'm glad you caught on. See you around. Okay, so let's say you catch up with Gulroc and Aeodin as they meander their way through the northward, and you find yourselves at the closest dwarven tavern. Four of them leading the way.
I separate at this point to go to the green place.
Okay. So yeah, Gulroc's heading to the Emerald Enclave.
Emerald Enclave. I need to write that.
Yeah, which you recall is a very open garden-like estate, kind of outside of the marketplace. We'll say you're about here. And did you bring Zoblob with you or not?
Well, he was
No, he was
wasted,
puking
right?
upstairs, wasn't he?
Yeah.
All right, so you put him to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
tucked him in.
Permanently. I mean, yes.
I no longer know where the Yawning Portal is on the map because I keep dragging the name. So we're just gonna hide that.
This is where the Yawning Portal is.
It's gone.
The Yawning Portal's in your
Portal
heart.
just travels all over the place.
Yeah. But Thorvin's leading the charge, and you walk into the Silver Beard. Ah, this is where I like to get me drinks. Hey, what's up, Orvin and Dorvin? And two other dwarves kind of salute you.
Hello there, friends. How are you? By chance, do you have some ale for sale? Perhaps a cask?
Hey, you want ale? Well, you came the right place. And he pours you a cup. And he shimmies it over. Hey, maybe this is your cup of tea. Take a sip and insight. Insight check.
All right, 1 second.
Out, making
Yeah.
sure.
Gotta aerate it.
Oh, damn it. Hold on. Oh no, my internet is being bad again. Hold on, let me get this skill check in real quick. What was it, insight?
Yeah, just insight.
Okay. 14.
14? Yeah, he just gave you water.
Okay. I'll be like, well, this tastes like water.
Ah, he passed the test, the woman. Good one.
The woman? What?
he was like pulling a prank on you in a sense.
I
All the dwarves
half-heartedly
chuckle.
laugh. I'm like, ha ha. But for real though, like, can we get some ale?
Ah, sure. What you looking for?
A cask.
A cask. Okay. You want what brand of beer would you like? I got your hoppy. I got your IPAs. I got your wheats. I got your summer brew. You're like a winter musk.
I prefer stouts. Do you have a good stout?
Sure. He's like nodding to friend.
I'll turn to Gulroc and be like, if this motherfucker sells me a cask full of water, we're coming back here.
I'm not here.
Oh, you're not? Fuck. Oh, sorry.
What?
And I look and I'm like, oh, all right. I'm talking to myself.
Hershey and Zagoria, you're browsing the marketplace right now. So if there's anything you two find in the market or want to find, just let me know. Otherwise, yeah, it's Aeodin and Thorvin inside this Silverbeard bar, talking with Gorvin and Dorvin, and they hook up and fill a cask of Dwarven ale, and it's a nice stout. He's like, all right, that'd be 10 gold pieces. Seems like...
Happily. I said happily, and I'll give him the 10 gold.
And then Thorvin chimes in, all right, brother, you best be giving him the good stuff. And Dorvin's like, oh, of course I did. It's the house brew. The boy wanted a stout. I got plenty of it.
Can I do an insight check?
Go for it. 7.
Yeah.
At this point, you're too afraid to say otherwise. You have to take Thorvin at his word.
All right.
You don't want to, embarrass yourself and perhaps get pranked again.
Yeah.
So Thorvin, on the other hand, he sees how anxious you are about the whole situation. He kind of like pries off a part of the cask that can be easily replaced, and he takes a long sip from it. Oi, this is water, Dorvin!
Come on, man. I specifically asked for you not to sell me water.
Listen, you got a baby face, alright? I thought you'd be easy to trick. My bad. Let me get you some of the good stuff. And this time,
and can I try it, please, before...
Yeah.
Like, you can have that 10 gold. I just want to leave here with a cask of ale. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that sounds appropriate for why you
All right.
came. Okay, sure.
Just being honest. Honest that you sell beer here.
Listen, we're pretty bored around these parts. We don't get, newbies. So here you go.
Way to retain business.
They primarily serve dwarves in this personal bar. This happens to be Thorvin's establishment, or at least somewhere he frequents.
Okay,
like his family, like part of his family owns it.
Like Cheers for dwarves.
Yeah, sure. Okay, well, yeah, you get the appropriate beer, a nice cask of dwarven ale.
It. Can I taste it?
Yeah, you taste it, and it's exactly what you imagine a dwarven ale tastes like.
What were you the one
Wonderful.
who got the vision of the ale?
Yes.
Does it feel like this is the ale?
I believe so.
Your brain synapses light up, and you imagine a raspy voice in the back of your head like, yes, this is the key.
This is the key.
His voice has changed.
Excellent.
Overtime.
This is just how Aeodin imagines what he sounds like. Aeodin didn't really hear the voice itself. Only Hershey has really heard it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I asked it some questions.
It wasn't it Aeodin and Hershey?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I asked it questions before.
So this was just like an exasperated version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll seal up the cask and I'll be like, well, I'd say this was a pleasure, but I'd be lying. And then I'll put it over my shoulder. Be like,
You're not half bad, friend. And he throws a mug at you as you leave.
I can catch it.
Yeah, dwarven hospitality.
Thank you.
Well, make
Alright, go up.
an acrobatics check real quick.
Oh,
See if
boy.
you catch it. Just to see if you catch it.
No problem.
14, you try to catch it. It kind of like hits your finger and it tumbles to the floor. They all share a chuckle and the door closes behind you. It's one of those saloon doors that like open and close.
Alright. So I just push it out. Cask on the shoulder.
Yeah, you didn't drop the cask, which was an important thing. If you rolled lower, it might have been bad. So Zagoria and Hershey, what are you doing in the marketplace before we pan over to Gulroc?
What kind of shops are there?
Cops?
You look first.
Shops.
Oh, shops. Basically
Cops.
anything you would see in a bazaar. knicks-knacks, paddywhacks. There's plenty of armors.
Top of the bone.
I'm sure you could find anything that comes to mind, but there doesn't seem to be anything rare in terms of like magic, silver, gold. Mostly, like adventuring goods or bakeries. Just plenty of restaurants, open stands full of meats and sweets.
Is there anything super gold and gaudy?
On one of the corners, you notice that there's a trinket shop similar to Zoblob's.
Anything? Do I see anything like big, like maybe not made of gold, but golden or shiny?
Yeah, peering in the window, you see it's like a pawn shop of sorts, and it's just like a whole collection of instruments. Maybe something you'd be interested in.
Maybe. If Zagoria doesn't mind, I guess I'll go in there.
Okay. So the both of you walk in, and there's a halfling behind the counter. He says, welcome to Gustav's Glorious Goods. What can I do for you?
Well, I was looking for something really big and shiny.
I've got plenty of those. Maybe you'd like a dish plate, or perhaps a shield of metal?
Maybe something just like a... It doesn't have to be ornate or anything, just to be big and shiny and cheap.
Big and shiny. So you follow him as you go down these rows and rows of trinkets and just like very obscure items. Go ahead. Here, I'll actually roll from a table. See what you find.
Ooh. I love table loot.
Here's a bunch of random things. Small paintings, music box.
An ewer.
What is
Whatever
that?
is. Masterwork. Heavy shield.
A nice shield. And one magic item. Reach gauntlets.
Oh. What do reach gauntlets do?
Let's find out.
They help you get more reach, like extending my arms along with my legs.
Oh my god.
And I have long arms.
That would be amazing.
So yeah, they're 500 gold pieces you see on this price tag.
Oh.
And
Thank you.
it allows you to temporarily create a telekinetic extension of your normal attacks. So you can do this a couple times per rest, 1 or 2 times, and it extends your normal reach by 5 feet for all attacks you make until the end of your turn.
Oh.
Quite a collectible! I'm afraid it might be out of a bard's price range, though. No offense, of course.
Well, I was really looking for something big and shiny anyways.
I mean,
But,
outside of my smile, you're not gonna find anything big and shiny.
It's alright, I just wanted to find something that like a gift that a dragon would like. Something big and shiny.
Oh, a gift a dragon would like. Well, they prefer gold, I believe.
Well, I wasn't trying to trick the dragon per se, but I think he might like big and shiny things, or is it just the monetary value of the gold, not just the shininess? I thought they just liked it.
I'm sure if you found something perhaps similar to him, or maybe something... What type of dragon is it?
A bronze dragon.
Oh, a bronze dragon, you say? Well, perhaps maybe this figurine of a bronze dragon, maybe he'd like this?
Yeah, that's
He presents it.
maybe he'll like. Yeah, how much is that?
About 10 gold pieces. And it fits in the palm of your hand. It's almost like a snow globe-sized bronze dragon.
Yeah, let's just. I guess I'll get it. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to give this to the dragon at one point.
Well,
So.
pleasure doing business with you. And he packages it up in like tissue paper and puts it in a brown paper bag. Zagoria, you're welcome to steal anything at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna try to look for something.
Okay.
Out of the stuff that was listed, you're saying, or is
Anything,
there anything
really.
else?
Yeah, I'm assuming, with your rogue nature, this would be the opportune time to steal something. Again, if there's something in particular, say like there's a trinket that comes to mind that really your character would fancy, or just anything that your eye is drawn to. And it can be one of these things listed.
Mostly, I think just looking for value-wise, nothing special necessarily.
There's 3 more things you see.
Can I make a suggestion?
You're not there, but out of
No.
character, sure.
Oh, never mind.
Ever burning torch. Ooh. Climbers kit.
Your window of opportunity is closing, but here's the last 3 things.
Furniture.
I'm gonna go for an ever burning torch. I'm gonna see if I can get that, I guess.
Sure, roll a sleight of hand.
Okay. I'm scared.
Umbrellas.
E.
Ooh, umbrellas.
Oh, where's the roll? Oh.
It should be right there.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Hi, I was just inspecting this torch. Can you tell me how it works?
Yes. An ever-burning torch, otherwise looking like a normal torch, has a continual flame spell cast on it. It causes it to shed light like an ordinary torch, but it does not emit any heat or deal fire damage. It's 110 gold pieces, or you put it down!
Okay, calm down. I was just looking.
I saw you. I've had quite a few thieves come into my base.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Oh.
I put it back.
To that one guy.
Okay, well, you, Sir Human, are welcome anytime. Never bring your genocide friend back.
And you can tell the disdain in his voice about the genocide. And Zagoria, as you recall, the genocide are kind of like a black market faction of genocide races.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay.
So he basically assumes you're part of the genocide. Which basically everyone in Waterdeep does.
When they see him. Okay. Well, thank you for the dragon gift, little dragon. We need to meet our friends soon, so adieu.
Okay, fairly well. Get the freak out.
Well, I thought you liked me.
So yeah, we'll pan over to the Emerald Enclave, and our friend Gulroc is approaching. So you walk into the courtyard, and an ominous voice kind of like overtakes you. It sounds as if, you know, like the winds are talking to you. Welcome back, Gulroc. How are you?
I kind of like freak out a little, like, who's there? Who's there?
Oh, you remember me? That's Jareth.
Oh yeah, Jared. It's a cool little trick you're doing here. Where are you?
Well, just from your remembrance, and even in like layman's terms and Gulroc terms, you recall that meeting her, she was hidden behind a veil, but through her accomplices, you realize that she's kind of like a demigod of sorts. So she's
that's right.
She's like a deity in a way.
Okay.
She welcomes you back. Welcome back, Gulroc. Shall we arrange some work for you? And I see that you're anxious to get started with something.
Yeah, I'm always up for some more work. But I did have a few questions for you. If you could, see if you could help me out.
I certainly have a few answers for you.
Thanks. See, I'm looking for sunlight, but I have to put it in a door, and I'm really confused on how to do that. And I figured maybe you would know more about this.
You require sunlight as a key of sorts?
Yeah, like a key.
Well, from what I glean, sunlight is a spell. And should you have an accomplished mage at your disposal, perhaps they can bring sunlight with you.
Oh, that's good to know. That was actually very helpful. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah. So about that work, what do you need me to do?
Well, there's a grizzled old champion who has offered to help the city god catch a necromancer. And I'm afraid the death that this necromancer leaves in his wake has created a stir with Mother Nature. And as you're aware, we strive to bring nature back to Waterdeep. Would you inquire with Sir Ambrose, if you're not too busy?
So ask Sir Ambrose about the necromancer.
Yes, Sir Ambrose Everdon is part of the City Guard, the City Watch. Now, should you ask to meet with him, I can arrange something.
Yeah, maybe not right this second, but like in a day or two, I'd be able to.
Well, you see, we ask someone to monitor the necromantic activity for about 10 days. Should any people, as your friends as well, we will pay.
All right, I'll speak with my friends, see if they want to help me along with this quest.
Okay, you know where to find me. I don't really have anywhere to go.
I'll be back. I promise.
All right, I miss you already. Wait, before you go, may I give you something?
Sure.
And one of the tree branches from up above kind of like bends over, and hanging on it is a pendant.
Okay, I reach up and pick it.
It's a charm of restoration.
Charm of restoration. I ask, what does this do? You know,
This charm has 6 charges. You can use an action to expend some of its charges to cast one of the following spells. Greater Restoration for 4 charges, or Lesser Restoration for 2. Once all of the charges have been expended, it vanishes. But just know that you're taking a piece of me with you. It's not weird at all.
No, it's not. Thank you very much.
And just know I'll be with you.
Okay. the emphasis on it is starting to weird Gulroc out just a tiny bit, but he's just like, "This is cool. Thanks." And I put it on.
Okay, we're together now forever.
What? Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Bye.
Yeah. And some green-clad guards kind of like escort you outside. They appear to be dryadic in nature, like they have very wood-like features. And most of, if not all of them, are like elvish in nature.
Okay.
So yeah, you meet up with your friends at the marketplace. Thorvin is talking with some local merchants. Anything you'd like to do?
Is that open for everyone?
Yeah, for everybody.
Oh, we're back in the market now?
Yep.
I would like to look for a diamond.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
See if there's any jewelers or gem merchants around.
Yeah, this marketplace is more along the lines of like food and like very cheap goods. But
Okay.
should you like go a little further north, you'd be able to find a jeweler's store. And you'd be able to find a diamond.
Yeah, could I do that? We don't have to roleplay it. I'll just give you 50 gold.
Okay. Yeah, just subtract 50 gold, you find a diamond, no problem.
Sick! I
Yeah.
have 4 gold.
Yeah, and as you're leaving, the guy behind the counter is like, well, this is the first time nobody's tried to haggle the price. I usually go down like 20 or so gold, but alright.
Oh, really? Well, shit.
Alright, bye!
Oh, okay.
I'm just teasing because we didn't
I'm just so I'm so mesmerized. But I'm like, finally, yes.
Yes.
So out of character, basically, I can cast Chromatic Orb now, which is dope. It's 3d8 fire damage, and I'm so excited.
Very
Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
If we're back with the group, I tell everybody about the quest with the necromancer. Is this something you guys would want to help out with? We'd get paid.
We are a little bit on the light side with money.
Yes, me too. Check this out, though.
Ooh, it's a diamond.
Some bling.
I take it and accidentally crush in my hands. No, I'm kidding.
Can't even. Like, no
No,
matter how hard
no
you
way.
try.
Yeah.
If you could, though, that'd be worth more than diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
So even though Gulroc didn't ask, the reward from the Emerald Enclave was to rid the cemetery of skeletons that, should they arise from the dead, and it would be a 10-day guard watch, and everybody would be paid 100 gold pieces.
Each?
For
Each
10 days?
for a 10-day
Ooh.
patrolling.
Did he say how many friends he could bring and would also get paid?
Yeah, every friend that came along.
So we'd each get 100 gold.
Let's just get a couple more friends, boy. No,
But you're also
like, we'll pay you 10 gold to come.
Hmm. There'd be 10 consecutive nights of patrolling a cemetery.
Do we get
Okay.
100 gold per night? Or
No, for
Yeah.
completing the 10 days.
I might do this on my own then, like after we figure out this dragon horde thing.
Okay. Just be aware that it's a job, so to speak. So you'd basically be awake at night, and then you need to sleep during the day.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, if we needed to wait for that hammer to be crafted, maybe that's something we
Yeah, but
could.
that's only like 3 days.
It needs to be a consecutive 10 days, is what
Yeah.
the quest
Okay.
entails.
Sounds like a lot.
It's 100 gold for 10 days of work.
Hmm.
In terms of like Waterdeep labor standards, that's very good.
It's yeah, it's literal graveyard shifts.
Yeah.
Like I said, like let's take care of this stuff first,
Yeah.
and then I can
Yep.
like do that probably on my own. I'm
So,
sure
yeah,
skeletons are
Definitely got options.
Cool.
You guys want to go talk to a dragon?
Yeah.
I want to go back. I want to buy a scroll of. Or I want to buy sunlight. Apparently, it's a spell.
Maybe Zoblob's sobered up and you can get him to learn and cast it.
Ooh.
Would that be a scroll spell that Hershey could do?
Oh, I could probably do it. What do you think?
I think it's a very druidic in nature spell. Let me check.
Well, bards can do a little bit of everything, right? Especially if they're a bard of lore or whatever. Are you a bard of lore?
Yeah. Lower color.
So the hints that it gives me about sunlight is it doesn't have to be magic. So you could make up your own sunlight. You just have to be clever about it.
That torch.
We could use mirrors and a series of mirrors, like Indiana Jones
Ooh.
style, down.
That's creative and awesome.
Now we just need a bunch of
Or maybe
mirrors.
like a torch with like a diamond to focus the light.
You're in the
Oh,
marketplace.
Yes.
You could totally find mirrors if you look
I
around.
might actually have a torch on me.
You all
I have-
basically start with torches, I think.
I have a torch.
Yeah. Aren't there
Wait.
mirrors in one of the kits? Doesn't one of them come with a mirror?
I mean, I don't have.
I think a specific kit did, but not that many. Again, it's like
Yeah.
180 feet down below.
Right. From
That's
the mirror.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to check out that store that had the scroll. See if they have the scroll of sunlight. You know, maybe check it out.
Let me pull up the spell. So, yeah, there's 2 spells in particular, and this is just for brevity's sake, in terms of like, you find a random ass wizard shop.
Okay.
There's 6th level spells.
Oh, sheesh.
The other one is a 6th level, the other is a 3rd level. So it's either Daylight, which is 3rd level, and clerics, druids, paladins, rangers, and sorcerers can use it. Which none of you all are. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you might be able to find someone that will accompany you.
Goblet.
And
Is that
third level
good?
spells are 100 gold pieces as a scroll.
Oh,
It was 25 for 1st level, 2nd level was 50 gold. So 3rd level would be 100 gold.
100 gold.
oh, so you can buy it for 2nd level?
No, it's 3rd level or 6th level. 6th level is
So
like 500.
Would we need to find somebody that could cast 3rd level spells, or because we have the scroll, you
We could
like
try that
the
torch
level doesn't matter?
thing.
As long as you're able to use the spell, which with this case in particular, no one can. But
Yeah.
if you can use it, it would be like a check. So you would be proficient in it if you could use it. Otherwise,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I get. Let's just the mirror thing seems.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
R.I.P. F in chat.
Seems the cheapest.
So he's back? Is he back?
Oh no!
Yeah, you're glitching.
Oh no!
glitching.
You
Glitching
haven't dropped
today?
for me yet.
Okay, good.
Oh, you're good.
Dropped
I think
it.
you're good now.
Back.
Yeah, you came back.
Oh,
We could try that torch thing. Like
Yeah.
maybe we just stick a torch in there, or to the torch with the diamond.
from the mirrors.
Yeah.
Mirrors
We-
seem really hard. 120 feet.
Yeah, that's true.
What's a math check? Whoever. Okay, because you're all talking about this together, give me a straight intelligence roll. Intelligence check.
Intelligence.
That sounds about right.
So Zagoria just does the math in his head of imagining a line of mirrors.
I thought I had better intelligence than that. Well, I guess I don't.
You rolled a
I mean,
You
you
rolled
rolled
a natural one, yeah.
yeah, and you rolled a save, not an ability check.
It seems like you're taking that role of the biggest idiot way too method.
I'm trying my best.
Hey, you're still in Gulroc attire. But Zagoria just estimates it in his head. He does like this whole math, like gaze into the future. 20 mirrors. About all it would take.
about all. Only 20.
Yeah,
How much do mirrors cost?
they're 5
gold.
gold pieces each.
Hmm.
So 100 gold.
100
There
golds.
you go.
Everything costs 100 golds. Hey, we are
I
so
think that's
bad.
kind of the point.
Wait, how many mirrors?
20.
20.
Yeah, fuck.
Zagoria, can you make us a quick buck and just like we're like near the noble area.
Yeah,
Steal-
wait.
Steal 20 mirrors.
Yeah.
No, or 100 gold. That'll work.
Is there any... Where are we?
The market.
The where you just came from, that merchant likely had several mirrors.
Well, I
He
can't
seemed-
go back.
Yeah, he seemed like
Where's-
the specific merchant to go to for mirrors too.
The mere urchin.
Well, I mean, if we had the gold, we could send somebody else.
Is there any methods of obtaining gold that you would like to pursue? There's, quests, so to speak. You could
Pickpocketing?
also,
Yeah.
you could rob a bank, or you could also take out a loan from the black market.
Ooh, sounds risky.
Nah, I don't know. About black market.
Ooh.
Why don't we?
Well, should we just do this overnight quest? What other side quests were we looking at?
Well, the Sea Maiden's Fair is this weekend.
Yeah,
You can make some money, perhaps.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
nervous to
Hershey.
go there because that guy's looking to kill us.
What
I
we
don't-
could do? I don't know what we could do actually. I could always see if I can get. No, they're gonna send me a message about missions and stuff.
You could also go
Uh,
talk to the dragon right now.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can do that for now. Let's
Talk to the
try
dragon.
talking to the dragon.
Oh,
That's what Hershey was setting up for. So
The Thorvin kind of like salutes you. You want me to take that ale back to the tavern?
for safekeeping, please make sure no one drinks it. I'm trusting you.
He winks at you and he starts walking off with it.
Wait, was that like a wink, like yeah, sure, wink, or
Nobody else will drink it, friend, I promise.
not even
Else.
you? Not even you. We need this.
Why don't you just keep
Very
it?
important.
yeah, just keep it. Just keep it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll just shoulder it.
Okay, so you pry it out of Thorvin's arms. He's like, no, please, please.
Sorry. No, I can't. It's important.
Right. And he just sulks back home.
Da-da-da-na-na-na, as he walks into the distance.
So you find yourselves heading southward towards the dockboard, passing the Yawning Portal, wherever that is on the map. And yeah, you're at the docks. Anything you'd like to do?
Are there any markets or shops here?
Oh wait, we have a map for this.
Ooh.
And,
No, it's the same one.
oh, okay.
Are we anywhere near the lobster?
Yeah, you're the mechanical submarine thing.
We can
Yeah,
make
we
money off of that.
We should
Treasure.
do that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, we can go treasure
go.
hunting. Oh my god!
We can roll it all into one. We could go talk to the dragon and go treasure hunting.
I don't know how we're gonna
Yeah.
talk to a dragon through a submarine.
Well, we surface, obviously, first. And then we open the hatch, and we get up, and we're just like, I've got this all played out in my head. It looks great.
Follow you.
I'm gonna do my best to talk to this dragon.
I'll
Okay.
pull one out for you when we get back to the tavern, or when I get back.
This chase was so cool. I'm just having flashbacks. That was so cool.
Yeah, so memory hits you as you guys walk up to the dock ward, and there's a couple abandoned buildings, but there's also a lot of a lot of shouting and hollering over these giant ships that are still unloading their goods for the Maiden's Fair. A lot of them seem very anxious and just very busy.
I nudge Hershey and I point to where that drill was. And I was like, I killed the guy over there.
Ooh, nice. Cool.
So the whole neighborhood,
Cool, but yeah, that's what I was doing.
the whole neighborhood reeks of fish and scorched timber. A fire was what swept through the area over a year ago, and most of the buildings are still burned out shells, with at best sails for roofs. There's a lot of poles and nets that line the dock, as the fishing community is still at large. And there's a 15-foot deep water that's covered by a thick layer of ice during the winter. But it's about fall right now, so everything's starting to cool down. Just looking about, there's a huge assemblage of ramshackle homes made of wood from old ships, and it's inhabited by impoverished Waterdevians. Several buildings are still reduced to ash, but outside of the very ruined buildings, a lot of people are still making this their home.
We're gonna find that crazy lady with the sub lobster machine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was her name?
I do not remember her name.
I
I
think
probably
it's
have it written down somewhere.
So do I.
Grinda.
Oh yeah, Grindel.
Grinda Garloth.
She's pretty rambunctious, from what I remember, right?
Oh yeah, she was a flirt.
She was horny.
Why are all my NPCs horny?
You tell me, man.
Are you trying to tell us something?
Yeah.
Elliot?
It's something intrinsic. I want to see if I have a token for her. It's missing.
Oh. I remember you had artwork for her.
Oh yeah, I do. Okay. So yeah, you walk up to Grinda's old shack. He's like, "Oh, hello, handsomes. Welcome back. You come back for a little more Grinda?"
We missed you so
I
much.
regret everything.
That's what she looks like.
Voila.
Oh.
I'm aging like fine wine. You want to pop this cork open?
I don't even know what to say.
You know,
Wine bottle. I don't.
Alright. Well, let's cut to the chase. Are you here for business or for pleasure?
Business.
Definitely business.
How about pleasurable business?
I guess.
Just business?
Or business where I pleasure you?
uh-oh.
No, just a ride,
Wait, can we
really.
get gold
A
like that?
ride? You want to go for a ride?
Yeah.
But how much you paying?
Well, if you're here to make some money, I'm sure we can find some more things on the ocean floor. And her hands are like going downward.
I feel like this is the bard's job.
Yeah. I just say we would like to go find more treasure on the ocean floor, but what areas should we avoid if we didn't want to meet the dragon?
Oh, if you don't want to meet the dragon, he's usually about the south corner where the reef ends. He's got a nice little perch, but usually ships don't go out that direction, especially since he's been harassing them. If you're looking for goods on the floor, the seabed, as long as you're looking out for the, big shark, whatever his name is, Jaws.
Oh, God, the shark.
I'm sure you'll find some goods.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm literally the only one that's been finding stuff. Nobody else has a submarine like my big Belchy.
Ooh.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's the big Belchy.
All right. Well, we'll make sure to avoid that dragon over there while we're looking for stuff, while trying to avoid the shark. But it's all right if we borrow the submarine?
Well, again, you have to give me a cut of the profits.
Of course.
And
Sure.
I do have to make you sign this waiver in case one of you dies.
Okay. Gulroc?
Also,
I'll stay up here.
it won't fit all four of you either, so
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
already big and heavy. I think someone else should go.
Well, I'll go.
I've already gone, so if anyone else wants to take a ride, it's pretty dope.
Zagoria, do you want to go do this?
Yeah, I mean, I've done it before. I have some experience,
All
Was
right.
it all three of you last time?
No, remember it was
Go.
Hershey wasn't here, and you stayed up, and me and Aeodin went.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, I
Does
wouldn't
anyone
mind being alone with one of you if you want to take me along.
Well, is there
I
any way
grabbed
that?
Aeodin and it's like, no, not alone.
But is there anything you and I could do to make money though? Like while they're there, do you want to like? I don't know.
Well, if you help the crewmen, I'm sure they could use a hand, especially setting up the fair.
Actually, I was gonna ask, is there like a tavern nearby that I could like have a tavern brawl, like
Ooh.
for money?
Sure, you could start up a competition of sorts.
Let's do that. That sounds badass.
You have to do that.
Okay.
Where you go with my fist?
All right. Well, here's the key, and as you recall, wait, who's driving? Is it you, big genocide boy?
I think. What was that last time? I was the other. I wasn't the driver. I was the other guy, right?
Oh yeah, you were the looter, and yeah,
Yeah.
Aeodin was the driver.
Okay.
So she reminds you of how to drive. There's like a couple levers, like this one goes up, this one goes down. If you turn the valve around, then you're gonna drown. So, yep, that about does it. There's life vests under the seat, and there's an air mask above you should oxygen be needed to flow into your lungs. All right, good luck.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
straightforward to me.
And yeah, this apparatus, it looks like a giant metal lobster. It's basically a big iron-bound barrel that can fit maximum 2 people inside of it. But the bottom of it has like little hatchway doors that open whenever you're, above maybe something valuable. Like last time they found 10 iron bars and made 200 gold just from that one visit. However, the shark is what she fears the most. His name is Obliteros. And about half the time, that shark interrupts whatever's going on. So it depends on what your rolls are, is if he comes across you. And it's literally a 50-50 chance.
We'll have a nice funeral for you.
Yeah, good luck, boys.
All right. Well, good luck.
Okay.
And so she closes the hatch behind you and kind of like kicks you off into the depths below.
Hershey looks like he regrets everything.
So you guys sink into the murky waters.
As soon as we're out of sight, let's just make a beeline for the dragon.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so you're going straight to the dragon then.
Yeah, we're right there. Yeah, and then on our way back, we'll check the bottom seafloor.
Okay, I'll say if you're skimming the surface, I don't think the shark, and you're alongside the shore, I don't think the shark will bother you.
Okay, that's
Right.
what I was hoping for.
Okay. And meanwhile, Gulroc and Aeodin are making their way to one of the sailors' bars. Is there anything in particular you guys are hoping to accomplish, or you just want to start a bar fight?
Make money.
I want to see if I can like wager money in a bar fight. Maybe like a regulated bar fight or something, but just like, a fisticuff fight.
Okay. We'll see if that can be arranged. Alright. And we'll come back to that. So, as Hershey maneuvers this contraption, it starts falling apart, but not in like a dramatic way. Go ahead and make a intelligence check. Just a straight one. Just to see how well you're driving it.
That would be an ability or skill, or just should I go in my character?
Yeah, just an ability check. If you click your character, it'll be ability and then the green check mark. 16. Yeah, for the most part, outside of a couple hiccups, it starts shimming along, turning and bubbling. As far as you can tell, you're doing well. You're doing all right.
All right.
So as you approach this solitary boulder that's sticking out of the water, just kind of like on a delta of sorts. There's below you can see like nice colorful reefs, and as you approach this boulder, a young bronze dragon starts to peer on top of it, watching you approach.
As we're like above the water, so I'm out. I'm gonna pull out my loot and I'm going to start playing the dragon song I learned earlier. Just to start off.
So you twist open the hatch on top, and you pull out your lute and you start playing. Make a performance check. See how well it does.
Oh, please do.
I'm genuinely nervous right now.
Here we go.
25.
Ah,
This bronze dragon just starts swaying, and you can hear like the humming vibration of him kind of singing along to the simple melody that the song has. It lets you approach. It doesn't really seem aggressive at all. So you dock the ship, yeah.
And I present him with the little dragon statue.
Well. A human bearing gifts? Wow, I should be pleased, and I am.
Oh, good. Very good. Really, the reason here was, wanted to say hi. Name's Hershey. Just wanted to introduce myself. I'm new to the neighborhood. Was just wondering, how does one get a hold of a bronze dragon scale?
So yeah, he's gonna start talking. Make an insight check just to see what he's about. My name is Xenophon, and I am afraid you're here for the wrong reasons. I patrol Waterdeep, not out of fear of the people, but just as a friend. I look for treasures on the seabed. Perhaps you've come across some.
Oh, my friends actually had found some before, and we were actually just about to go check it out ourselves.
Well, are you asking about scales? Why is that?
Well, the thing is my friend here, Zagoria, just so loves dragons. Like, he's too nervous to come out right now and talk to you. So really, big reason is he convinced me to come here, and he's just so obsessed with dragons. He's always wanted a dragon scale because he just thinks you guys are just so great.
So, make an insight check, Zagoria, as well. And Hershey, you have to make a deception check.
Okay.
Okay.
So neither of you understand what this dragon's true intentions are, but you're able to disguise your intent, especially with this scale. Zagoria is kind of like waving behind you. So Zelopharn, that's his name, he speaks up again. I see you're just curious bunch, and I believe that contraption of yours might come in handy. Now, I suppose you'd like to trade?
What would you like in return?
Find me something shiny on the seafloor. You see, I can't dive too deep. I breathe air, unlike your metal claw monster.
I see. All right, well, I guess that sounds like a pretty good trade there. We'll go ahead and find. And does it need to? Anything in particular? Like, if we come back with like iron, would you be happy with iron?
One of my favorite activities is prying open giant clams. If you can find a giant clam, and there's a pearl inside, there must be a pearl.
Do you know the best way to tell if a giant clam has a giant pearl inside?
Opening it.
All right. that seems too simple now. All right.
I didn't want to complicate the situation.
Yeah, I see that now. All right then. Well,
here, I can lead you to my favorite bunch, and we can bring some up together.
Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go do this. Go clamming with Zalafar. There we go. That sounds great.
By a dragon.
Um,
They look away.
Well, I'm hoping there's strength in numbers, and hopefully Obliteros won't bother us.
What a dragon's afraid of Obliteros too?
We're about the same size, you see, and he has taken a nibble from me quite a few times.
Well, you and us together, Obliteros will be obliterated, right? There we go.
Do you have any methods of battle in that?
I have a lot
Pinch you with the claw.
ditties. That'll be very helpful, I'm sure.
Yeah, you hear just like the clanking of metal as if something was falling apart as you try and bluff your way out of it.
Oh, that's supposed to make that noise.
Oh, yes. Oh, all right. Carry on. All right, and
You
so
sound like the guy who sold me my car.
so yeah, let's pan over to Gulroc and Aeodin, who
Bad boy can fit inside so many giant clams.
So both of you are basically walking into a drenched bar. There's like water that's like going through the floor, and there's several hammocks in corners of this basically roofless building. The shore of which kind of makes it a open bar in a sense. Seems to be the only bar in this neck of the woods, but they're still keeping afloat, pun intended.
I walk in, I'm like, oh, this looks like a shithole. Aaron, give me all your money. let's get into a fight.
So-
I don't have much.
I don't have much either.
I think 4 gold.
That equals 12 in total.
All right, let's put up 10,
Right.
so that we don't completely go broke.
Yeah. So the second you walk in and you call it a shithole, one of the patrons stands up. He's like, "What are you saying about me, Bart?"
I said it's a shithole, but I slammed 10 gold onto the counter. 10 gold to any fucker who could beat me in a fight.
Everybody stands up, and you hear the smashing. You hear the smashing of glass as bottles break on the bar.
Now, one at a time, please.
That ain't how this works, boy.
Oh no, are we about to get robbed?
I mean, it's 10 gold. Like, that ain't that much.
Yeah, but look at this place.
All right, I'll slam my club down on the ground in front of me. One at a time.
Okay, you can make an intimidation check or a performance check, and
Do it.
Aeodin, you're able to
know which one's
support
better.
him if there's anything you want to.
Could
Give
I
him-
help him by being like
You my hype man.
saying something?
Say something cool.
Yeah, something cool. I say something cool, and then I'll just make a roll.
So you say the word "something cool."
Yeah, something cool. Something cool.
Okay, make a a persuasion check.
Oh god,
Okay, intimidation is definitely my better
I
one.
can't talk. I shouldn't be talking.
That's a 2
That's
minus
written.
1.
That's exactly what I deserve for not coming up with anything to say.
Whew. Okay. 17.
Yeah, I would say probably 2/3 of the bar sits back down, and then 3 individual men line up in front of you. All right, take your pick. Which one of us you want to fight? And before you see a half-orc, you see a Goliath, and you see a human who looks very scarred and battle-worn.
Can I get anything by looking them over? Can I check them out and see kind of get a gauge on their
Make an insight check.
on their battle skills? This is gonna be really bad, by the way. I am not this guy. 11.
Can I eye him up as well too?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Oh yeah, doesn't fighters
Okay.
have a ability for that thing?
Not really.
No.
Maybe a different subclass. But 14.
14. Of the 3, you think the half-orc might be the easy target.
Okay. So I'll do message, and I'll just be like, I mean he looks like he might have a weak left knee. I would go for the half orc.
I was really thinking the Goliath, but okay.
Hey, it's up to you. You're the one throwing bows.
All right, so then I just go all right, eeny, meeny, miny, you, and I point to the half orc.
Who, me?
Let's go. All right, I get into a battle stance.
Alright, he cracks his knuckles and stands up a little straighter. He looks a lot more intimidating now, but he asks, "Alright, weapons or not?"
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you want to do weapons, we can do weapons.
Oh, this is about to get bloody.
Okay. He spits in his hands, and he pulls out a great axe from behind the bar. Like, the guy that owns the bar basically hands it to him, as if this happens every once in a while.
Alright, and I just take out my club.
So,
Can I ready an action that if anybody else tries to interfere with this fight, that I could fire an arrow?
Hey, you stay and watch. I like this.
Yeah.
sure, go for it.
Okay. I ready an action.
Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh boy.
I beat someone in the initiative.
Alright,
I mean,
so,
I'm pretty much just gonna watch this, but I want
Right.
to be aware if anyone else is gonna fuck with him.
okay, so Gulroc, what would you like to do first?
Well, I'm gonna go into a rage.
Well, yeah, you start raging as you're walking outside. You guys go into the burnt down building right across the way.
Oh, we go out there. So I'm already
Yeah.
raged then.
Yeah, you're raging and about to make your first attack.
All right, then I run up to him and I just slam my wooden fury totem down as I'm walking up.
That's a bonus action.
Yeah, I thought you said
Raging
it
is
was
also
rage.
raging is a bonus action too.
Oh, I thought. Okay, never mind. I misunderstood. I thought I was already like raged, but okay. Yeah, I'll just swing my Troger club at him.
Okay, go for it.
I think that
24 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
All right.
Wait, real quick, where's the gold that we threw down on the table? Do we collect that?
You're watching it, right?
Yeah, I definitely would have brought that outside with us.
Okay, yeah, Aeodin scoops it in his hand and walks outside.
All right.
I mean,
The
he's
whole
not-
bar files outside too. Everybody's kind of anxious to watch a fight happen.
Yeah.
Alright, so roll for damage with your club.
I think I'm gonna use my Orcish Fury here as well.
Okay.
So I get extra damage die added to it.
Go for it.
So 12 there, and then another d12, another 12.
Perfect. So yeah, with a
Yes.
giant smash into the side of this orc, he kind of like gets flung across this burnt rubble of a former home, and he smashes into a wall, crumbling beneath him, like a chimney as well, dealing a little more extra damage than you imagined. Everybody kind of like oohs and ahs, like ooh ah.
Sorry, I
That's my
just
boy.
don't know my own strength sometimes.
So he steps up, and he grabs his great axe that was limp beside him. This guy's got a multi-attack, so he's gonna swing twice at you. So a 19 and an 18.
Both of those hit.
Okay. And they do half damage, so
Yeah,
that
so
would
it's
be
13 damage total.
5 plus 8. So yep, 13 damage total. And
Okay.
he winces in pain as he's throwing these slashes at you, but he
Chuckle.
he feels like he made a dent though. So he's very excited that this is happening. He's like, "Ugh." That's what he sounds like.
Those are some nice hits for a girl. And then I slam down my I'm gonna slam down my Wind Fury totem
Okay,
as I attack, I guess.
go for it.
14.
14. That's his armor class.
So that hits then, right?
Yeah, that hits.
All right, cool. 11 damage.
11 damage. So with that blow, he's taken down to his knees, but you see this familiar look in his eyes as the orcish rage keeps him alive, keeps him conscious, as if battle itself is what puts air in his lungs. That was
okay down there. I'm just taunting him the whole time.
never better. So he stands back up and does another 2 great axe slashes at you.
13 misses, 20 hits.
So 20, and that would be in half.
So
Still a very strong blow, but
Yeah.
he just doesn't have the same amount of rage that you do. And even with his fighting prowess, it only does 7 damage to you. 7 or 8.
it's 8 because it's rounded up, right?
Yeah, so 8 damage. Alright, so he kind of like spits blood at your feet. He's like, I'm ready to make that gold!
Me too, buddy. And I swing back.
Buddy.
Whatever. I just wind back and I go for it again.
Okay.
Bam!
25 definitely hits.
Man, my hit rolls are so high. And my damage rolls, 15 damage.
So that uppercut with your giant club takes every tooth out of his jaw. This orc is now a gummy orc. He is gummy thick now. And he falls lifeless and limpless.
Oh, he's lifeless and limpless? Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, and as you go back with the wind guiding you, it doesn't quite follow through, but everyone kind of like rushes to stop you. It's like, all right, you won. Okay, take your gold and leave, please.
Okay.
That's my friend.
Yeah.
That's my friend.
And then there's beside you, Aeodin, the Goliath is like, that's my friend. That's my friend.
Sorry
buddy.
about that. I wanted a challenge, and I pick up my totem and pick up the gold and start walking away.
So you wagered what, 10 gold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The you just loot this guy that you just massacred on the floor. He had exactly 10 gold, so.
Fish in his pockets. Beautiful. All right, gentlemen, it was a pleasure. You all stink like salt.
Piss off, elf.
All right, I hand you've got the 10 gold already. The other 10.
Yeah. I got R10.
Yeah, he still has it. Okay, so that was that. It ended pretty quickly, especially with that orcish fury.
Excellent.
He wanted to know weapons. I mean, barehanded would have been a lot more difficult.
Yeah, it would have lasted a little longer. But we'll pan over back to Hershey and Zagoria, who are sinking into the depths below, just outside of Mistshore. You follow the young bronze dragon called Zelifarn, and you swim through barnacle-covered shipwrecks to the bottom of the deep harbor. And he kind of points with like a jagged claw at a bed of clams. So Hershey, who is driving, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Alrighty.
I didn't know dragons could swim. I never thought of that.
This one in particular is a big fan of swimming.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be too heavy.
Well, I mean, if pretty much anything that's built to travel through air would travel through water pretty well.
I guess, yeah, dragons' designs don't really make sense for flying.
They're streamlined.
So with a 12, and keep in mind, half the time you might come across this shark still. A 12, you don't notice the shark at all, but you do see, just in your foggy, hazy vision, peering through this very difficult to see hatch, you see one clam in particular. You imagine that Zelifarn has farmed a couple of these before, but one clam, that's not bad, right? So you approach it, right?
I approach it, and it's the only clam I see, so I grab it indeed.
Okay. Zagoria will be on grabbing duty, so Zagoria, make a sleight of hand.
Grab the clam. There you go.
19.
Clam.
So you're able to open the hatches, and the clam is perfect size to where you can fit just it. You basically could not fit any other clams. So as the hatch closes, you feel a thump on the side of your...
Is there any way I can peer out and see if anything's going on?
Yeah, there's basically a little side hatch door that you can peer through, and you notice that Zelifarn is kind of dancing with Obliteros right now.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
Hershey, what should we do?
Is there anything we can do to help him with Obliteros? Like, I guess we could use our big claw to pinch Obliteros? Would that help? Or do you think we should just get out of here?
Pinch the shark.
Cast your spells from inside and have them affect outside.
Yeah, can we do that?
You could certainly try.
I could swim out. I could hold my breath, swim out, and like sabotage.
Zone of truth.
Are you really Obliteros? I guess if he's fighting with him, do you think you want to try and pinch him?
Yeah, I mean, we could try to pinch him, I guess.
Yeah, let's
that
say...
might destroy our ship and kill us, but...
I mean... oh man, I can't say anything.
From what you recall, just talking with Zelopharn, is that he has encountered this shark before. He might be good on his own.
We got the clam. That's what he wants, right? That's the important
Maybe
thing.
we should... Yeah, maybe we should just secure the clam.
Maybe that's the thing, is he can't hold clam and fight Obliteros at the same time, so... Let's
Good
get out of
point.
here, and we'll have the clam ready for him.
Yeah, maybe we should just like kind of make our way towards safety, but keep an eye to see how he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, we'll keep a safe distance.
Right.
And you hear a muffled scream as Obliteros sinks his teeth into Zelopharn. There's a couple scales that come flying out.
Ooh.
Oh, can we try and get those scales real quick?
Up to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What would that be?
That would be another investigation
Sleight of
check.
hand? Oh, investigation? Okay.
Investigation for you, and if Zagoria gets to grab it, it would be sleight of hand.
Oh my god, dude.
So yeah, the scales sink beneath the mud, and you're unable to pinpoint where exactly they landed.
Okay,
Your investigation checks have not been great.
But now Obliteros is headed in your direction. As
What?
Zelopharn goes up for air, as if the air was knocked out of him.
Oh, okay, well, we're already at a safe distance. We
I'll
are...
get back to the scales, I thought.
Oh, no. No, I investigated. I couldn't see the scales. Who
At
says
this,
that's what they got?
at this point, I'll need an investigation, or an intelligence check to see how well you can drive this back to the boulder.
Gonna be plenty smart here. Nope.
A 30. So yeah, you feel one of the arms just come off of the machine itself, this apparatus, which helps you in terms of speed. You're able to get to the surface faster,
Okay.
but you've damaged this apparatus.
Oh,
Okay.
You feel a loud thud from beneath you, and everything shakes for a second, and then you see a couple nuts and bolts burst, and water starts pouring inside,
Uh,
but not a lot.
Are
okay.
we still
If you-
underwater, or did we make it to shore?
You made it to
What
the
are we-
surface.
Okay.
Okay, we do make it to the surface?
Yeah, you're right next to the boulder right now, where you met Zelopharn.
All right,
Zelopharn's
well,
crawling on top of the boulder right now.
well, let's get out of the... it's a lobster, so we can crawl on land, right? So we're crawling on land,
Yeah,
right?
it'll shimmy onto the surface with the help
Yeah.
of a couple waves.
Yeah, we'll shimmy up. Their clam.
Unknowingly, Obliteros also gives you a push from below, and
Oh, thanks a
yeah,
lot.
you're fully on top of the boulder right now with a loud thud as you land.
Whew. All right, well, let's pray there's a pearl in this puppy.
All right, this will be a check
Cool.
from Zagoria. So,
clam check.
yeah, we'll say it's gonna be a wisdom check, just straight wisdom check.
Okay. 1 minute.
16. That was the number you needed. And yeah,
Yes.
Zelopharn pries open this clam, revealing a large, illustrious pink pearl. And you can see this,
Ooh.
this envious glow emanate from the dragon. He looked very worn and weary, especially from that last bout, but now he feels reinvigorated. Oh, thank God. All right. Well, this is exactly what I needed after that. Tell you what, just take one of my scales and go. I just want to be left alone with my treasure.
Oh, I'll let you go, that's for sure. But I just wanted to ask you real quick. In the future, if we were able to, oh, you're not allowed to go into the city, so that won't work.
Yeah, it's a big bubble.
Can we be friends? Can I come back some other time and say hi if I wanted to?
Bring something shiny.
Oh, okay. Sounds good, man. Thank you for the scale.
Anytime. And he starts licking his wounds like a hurt pup.
Oh, yeah. Well, this looks like it's the last time we're using this lobster here, Zagoria.
Yep.
I
So
guess
you guys,
so. We're gonna have to answer to Grinda.
Grinda. Yeah, so you
Grinda.
pile in. You don't really have anything to return to Grinda with. So you might
It's
wanna
not. It's
prepare a
not
story.
operational.
It is operational, but it is taking on water. Unless you want to make it some kind of check in order to try and fix it.
I should have got an extra scale.
Sure.
Do you have anything in your inventory that could fix it?
Sounds like an alien.
You could try and use
That's
your
with ball
thieves tools.
bearings.
Let's make a thieves tools check, Zagoria.
Thieves tools. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, but I figured that'd be kind of troll. Okay.
With a
We
natural
rolled good
one.
on everything else, so it was bound to happen
good.
eventually.
So using your thieves
Somebody will
tools, yeah, you kind of like jimmy the holes a bit, trying to like close them from the inside, and one of your charges breaks. So I think this thieves tools has 3 charges, and you've broken it once before, so you have 1 charge left on this thieves tools. But you are very aware, especially having come in contact with the genocide, that it costs 10 gold for a nice set of thieves tools.
Okay.
But yeah, you have 1 charge left before it breaks entirely. So you all maneuver back towards Grinda, taking on a little bit of water. You could risk it and dive below. Obliteros isn't nearby.
Oh, do you want to, Zagoria? Come on, man. We
I
can.
mean, hey, I can hold my breath.
That's true. Zagoria can hold his breath.
Well, yeah, and you can give me mouth to mouth underwater like a real friend would, right? Yeah. That works.
That's
Couldn't
hot.
you just like swim through his body? He's made of air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold your breath and I'll swim.
Inside me, you can enter it.
What?
No, you would enter him, right? Like
Yeah,
your head. You basically put him on like a hat. You just breathe him.
Somebody's entering someone. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's what's important.
I'm inside you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's dive, boys.
All right, you're going for it. Make
It's
a
already broken. Can't get any more broke.
make an investigation check.
Oh god. Oh god.
Scared.
One of these got to be good, right?
A 13. With that, you see the shadow of a shark moving towards you.
Yeah. Let's just go home, I guess.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, you hover along the shoreline as, low as you can go before touching the dirt. And so you breach yourself on the dock right outside Grinda's place. She runs outside, seeing what you've done to her machinery. Oh my good God, my apparatus.
Obliteros.
Oh, flitter my ass, please.
Oh.
Sorry. It's the hormones.
Hershey, you might have to make it up to her.
You
know how much-
Oh, I guess you were willing to do that with the other genocide, weren't you?
Yeah, but this is a different situation here.
It's
I
just roleplay.
That's true. Would you be? I was okay with you doing it, so I should be okay with me doing it too. If she'll allow it to forget this whole bad affair of breaking her apparatus,
Well,
but it's very out of character for her. She'd be very disgusted.
well, I'm afraid this isn't the first time this has happened, but I haven't been rummaged in this regard in quite some time.
Oh gosh. Supposed to refuse.
Well, if there's any way you can make it up to me, maybe take me to dinner. We can go see a show.
Yeah, I could take you. I could take you on a date. That sounds sweet. Yeah, I'll take you on a date.
Okay, where are we going, handsome?
We're going to this bar. My friends were just there, and I'm sure it's a nice.
Are we back yet?
Yeah, you guys are in the doorway. Gulroc's
Did I
kind of
hear
like
that?
patching himself up. Yep.
I wouldn't go there if I were you.
Oh, but that's where I had the reservations.
Hmm.
That sucks.
Well, I have a lot of work to do. Perhaps your friends here could give me a hand and we can piece this bad boy back together.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's try to fix it then.
Okay, everybody make an
Back
intelligence
down
check.
and get more treasure, right?
Yeah, we can go back out.
Eventually. This will take at least a day in order to repair the damages. But everybody make an intelligence check. There's a specific number I'm looking for. As long as one of you hits it, it'll fix.
Intelligence?
Yeah, intelligence.
11 with -2 is not bad.
Luckily, Hershey was able to hit the quota. So, under his leadership, you all kind of like work each arm back into place and fix the nuts and bolts. Hershey's memory is able to remember exactly which broke and which didn't, and he tightens the loose ones. Yeah. Oh, thank you, handsome. I can't really twist the knobs as well as I could before. Well, come back later. I suppose I can have more work for you. I will say this set me back a bit.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grenda. We'll make it up next time.
You better. Okay. All right.
And I flashed the guys the dragon scale. Oh yeah, baby, we got it. We did it, buddies. Gulroc didn't think it was possible.
I stand corrected.
Mm-hmm. So you do have 2 out of 4 right now, and yeah, Gulroc made 10 gold. So for the sake of brevity, we'll end back at our Troll Skull Manor.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2 out of the 4 pieces that we need.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the sunlight thing seems to be difficult and expensive. Maybe we should just commission that hammer.
Yeah, we probably could just commission the hammer.
Yeah, I got some gold left over too, so we can put.
I got 10 gold. No, I got 18 gold. Aeodin's got 10 gold.
I have 14.
Oh yeah,
I have 27.
Yeah, I have 14.
55.
If I took 10 of that, because the 10 we put down plus the 10 we made, then 14.
Well, part of that 10 was at least 2 or not 4 of your gold. So
did you put that in the party inventory?
No, I took it in mine.
You took all 20? I just want to make sure
I
we're
took
not
10.
doubling.
I took 10.
Okay, so then I'll take 10. So then I'm back up to 14.
Okay. And then the party should have 67. We should have enough to buy it, like if we combine all our gold together.
Yeah.
A hammer, yeah.
Okay, I'll leave that up to you all.
But it's going to take a few days anyways to get that. So.
Right. Can we put that order in?
It's already in.
Yeah, he's already working on it. He's also looking for a meteorite, so...
Yeah, if we don't want to pay if we find a meteorite on the way.
I mean, we can use that meteorite just to get free stuff from him later, so...
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
We also need to find out about magic weapons.
Yeah, or some people that'd be willing to come with us. But then we'd have to, like, rope them in on them.
We need to find out about magic weapons.
Yeah. Well, maybe tomorrow can the guy making us the hammer do magic weapons?
Possibly.
You'll have to ask him.
Magic shops.
Yeah.
Magic weapons are expensive. Usually adventurers find them out in the, while adventuring.
Well, maybe we could go on an adventure.
That sounds fun.
Adventures are fun.
We go on another one.
Yeah.
Was that also tomorrow we should ask the stone if when we open these doors, is the dragon just going to be right there? I don't even know.
I was just thinking of that. Did you ask the stone before that nap down below or afterward?
That was before.
That was before, right?
So technically, you could ask it 3 things right now before you go to bed for tonight.
Ooh.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll end after that.
Okay.
You should ask it if we can find magic weapons anywhere in town that's not in a store.
Okay.
What does the chamber look like beyond the door?
Okay. And then, how's your day going? And we'll ask that too.
Yeah.
What a lame question.
Be polite.
It's polite.
It's polite, yeah.
I don't even know what this entity is, but I'm sure it has feelings.
Yeah, actually, I think we explained it was a demon, wasn't
It's
it?
a aboleth, which is basically like a monster. It's like a giant tentacle monster.
Oh, well, that's pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Very popular in Japan.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I bet you, Grinda loves gold mines.
Yeah. Okay, what would you like to ask? As you all hold hands.
What lies beyond the door that I specify is the door we're trying to open?
the door are traps galore.
Okay.
Didn't think of that.
So there's more beyond the door. Hmm.
Ask where exactly the dragon is behind the door.
Okay. How far away is the dragon from the door once it's open?
2 more floors.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
This is gonna be a
Oh.
challenge.
All right. Well,
Ask about the magic items in
okay.
town.
Do you know where we might be able to find a magic weapon or a legendary weapon without having to
Girl.
weapons? So to venture to find.
Can we get a no ask?
That's 3 intelligence.
You got the most charisma, right?
Yeah. Does that work here?
404 not found.
Yeah.
Oh,
Disconnected.
I guess I didn't ask good enough, boy.
That's alright. That's really good to know, though, because I figured the doors would open and just be a big room with a bunch of gold.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
So easy.
The dragon, like right there.
There's gonna be more shit we have to not die by. Ah,
But I think we
Alright.
made some good progress here, boys.
Yeah.
I agree.
You
Yeah.
got 2 out of 4 things, and you're basically en route to completing your quest.
Amazing.
Huzzah!
Za.
Alright. So, I hope everybody enjoyed watching this episode of Bounty Board, and hopefully we will see you in the next episode. I look forward to adventuring with these compatriots once more.
Excelsior.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.